And we are indeed back yet again, except tonight, thank goodness, we get to hang out and watch our New York Knicks back in action. So let's go ahead, let's start the show. Let's not get too far into it, because boy, oh boy, we got a lot to talk about. Let's do it. That is right. We are back in the building for our New York Knicks. Yes, I have been waiting all day for the New York Knicks. I hope you guys have been waiting all day for the New York Knicks. We are back once again. It has been 2 days off. 2 days too many, in my opinion, to get the salty taste of that terrible Cleveland matchup out of our mouths. Here today, the Knicks will be taking on the lowly Milwaukee Bucks, although maybe not so lowly. We'll go over it. We'll go through it. Amy Mature, what's up, Amy? Redeem yourself tonight, Knicks. Absolutely. Hoobie and Big Rud, Justice's dad, Joseph, Mark, of course. Knicks fan need this one more than the Knicks do. That is 100% a true statement. Absolutely, Mark. Joseph said the entrance, yes, sir. And the outfit, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had to throw a little blue in there, just a little bit. Didn't want too much blue. Had to find a tie with the proper amount of blue in it. Going with the orange and blue. I like, with the shirt and the pants, to me, I look like Woody. I look like Woody from Toy Story. I had to go with it, though. Let's do it. Let's run it. All I'm missing is the cowboy hat. It is what it is. And the holster, maybe. Who knows? It is what it is. Ricardo Broadway. What's up, Ricardo? Oda Austin. What's up, Oda? Who else we got in here? In here early, my guy David Haas Jr. Coco. What's up, Coco? Justice's dad, Foompe. Appreciate you guys. Daniel Berry Sports, as always. Appreciate you. Sons Jen. Tammy. Appreciate you guys. Big Rud. Sheffy Woodrow's crazy. Bench battle Cavs versus the Pistons. I see. Although the Pistons are, it is the bench Cavs versus the fully healthy Pistons. They still don't have Stewart back, right? Still no Stewart. He's still out with that suspension. I got it up over here, by the way, because I was just keeping an eye on it. Cleveland up by 6 here against the Pistons. We literally saw this almost exact matchup the other day when the bench C Team Thunder came in to play Detroit. But it is what it is. Eric C to infinity and beyond. Kind of. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You're gonna sit here and tell me that I'm wrong? Outfit kind of goes crazy. I had to go with it. I was like, you know what? I look like Woody out here, so I had to do it. Albert, what's up, Albert? Tyrone, what's up, Tyrone? Let's get it, yes, sir. Let's dive right into it early here because we do have a lot to cover with the Knicks. They are obviously my favorite team. Obviously the team we cover the closest. We don't miss Knicks games. You could tell because Cleveland and Detroit playing a primetime television game here today. And guess what? No. Not over here. Over here, we're not covering that game. Over here, we're covering our New York Knicks. They take priority over everybody. I don't care what the matchup is. It could be a fully healthy Thunder team versus a fully healthy Pistons team. And we're still going to sit here and watch our New York Knicks because that's what we do. Now, we do have a lot to talk about. The Milwaukee Bucks. Isaiah Gardner. What's up, Isaiah Gardner? John Brennan. What's up, John? The Milwaukee Bucks, interesting stats came out about them today. A lot of people have been talking about them. They have the number one half-court offense in the NBA since the All-Star break. And they had been playing well going into the All-Star break. They are also 8-2 in their last 10 games. So even though they are a bad team, specifically without Giannis, they're a bad team. Even with Giannis, they're kind of a mediocre team. But without Giannis, they are a bad team. They have been playing significantly better as of late. And so we'll go through it. Of course, we're going to start where we always start, and that is with the captain, Jalen Brunson. These are fully updated stats. I had to go and had to update everybody before the weekend here. 37% from three-point range, 47% from the floor, 26.7 points per game. Almost everybody on the Knicks, almost everybody, the stats have gone down. The stats are kind of evening out with the rest of the roster, although we are not getting superhuman Brunson anymore. Although Karl Anthony Towns is playing better, the stats have not been reflected in his counting statistics. Isaiah Garner said Cam Thomas got them playing a lot better. Cam Thomas, yes. Not just Cam Thomas. The return of Kevin Porter Jr. has helped them a lot. I think just everybody kind of buying into their roles. But we'll get to the Bucks. We'll for sure get to the Bucks. I got them covered. Got them updated as well. Just that said, Giannis coming to New York next year. We will worry about that come the offseason. I'm locked into the regular season right now. Jalen Brunson, 26.7, 6 assists. We know what he's been doing. I'm really not too concerned. This is the kind of year where we can go back over the course of his last 3 seasons here with the Knicks, or 2 seasons with the Knicks, whatever it is. Fungpe said, slapped you like, because I don't have the proper subscription to watch the game. I'm just going to trust whatever you say. Appreciate you, Fungpe. Appreciate you. Twilson, what's up, Twilson? Peace to all. What's up, peace? Drolano, my guy Drolano. Drolano, what you doing in here, big dog? Your Pistons are in action. I appreciate you, though, brother. Appreciate you. Trapped in the 90s. What's up, Trapped in the 90s? Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Jalen Brunson continues to do what he does. He's Jalen Brunson. I'm not concerned about him. Even if he's not playing at the superhuman level, he's still playing at a very high level that he was from pretty much all of the year, except for these past couple of weeks here. But as long as we play with consistency, pick up a victory, you want as high of a seed as you can get. Going into the playoffs, you want to be playing as well as you can go into the playoffs. That is where I'm at right now. Unless they have another stretch over an 11-game span where they're like 2-9, my opinion on this Knicks team is not going to change over the course of these final 20-some-odd games here, right? So I need them playing well. I need to see guys pick up their play, and we'll get through it because Jalen Brunson is the least of our concerns, even though he's still playing very well, not playing, like I said, at the superhuman level that he was playing earlier in the year that had him on the fringes of those MVP conversations. So let's get through it. Let's get through it. Jalen Brunson, not of my concern. Karl Anthony Towns, not of my concern. Outside of, can we get this man the ball so we can take more than 5 shots in a game, especially in a game in which he's 5 for 5 from the field? Can we get him the ball more? I prefer 5 for 20 Towns than 5 for 5. It got silly in the Cavs game. I expect a healthy dose of Karl Anthony Towns tonight. I expect 15-plus shots from him tonight, just to kind of make up for the last one. Peace to all said I subscribed and appreciate you, peace to all, brother. Appreciate you, man. He said, Mark said, Cat has been playing great. The rest of the guys need to hit their shots, JB included. Absolutely. 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 Also, get him the dang ball. Just get him the ball. Get him the ball more. Everybody get off the ball more. Karl Anthony Towns demand the ball more. Mike Brown and the coaching staff call plays for Karl Anthony Towns more often. Call timeouts. Go to the 4 other players. Tell Karl Anthony Towns, stand right here for a second and go line up the 4 other players and be like, you see that man right there? He's playing better than all of you combined. So give him the dang ball. We're playing through Karl Anthony Towns tonight. For all the slander Karl Anthony Towns, and most of it deserved, some of it got a little too crazy, but most of it deserved for Karl Anthony Towns this season. Since the All-Star break and right before the All-Star break, he has been playing the best on the team, bar none, including Jalen Brunson. So everybody else got to step up. Karl Anthony Towns has to continue to play well. And can we get Karl Anthony Towns the ball more here tonight? Like I said, I expect them to make up for it. They know what they saw. They could read the stat sheet. I expect them to make the adjustment tonight. I expect 25 and 10 for Karl Anthony Towns tonight. OG Anunoby is a big deal as well for this New York Knicks team. OG Anunoby, 16 points per game, 5 rebounds, 2.3 assists. This is a disgusting number to me. These are absolutely horrendous numbers to me. Listen, 47% from the floor is not bad. Not concerned about that. That doesn't bother me. This number right here, 35% three-point shooter, which is by far the lowest of his Knicks tenure. My goodness, 35% OG? And I get it, he's kind of dealt with a couple of knick-knack injuries here and there this season. This is bad. He started the year 40% from 3. And he has slowly dropped in his three-point shooting all season long to 35%. This is below average. 35% from three-point range. The guy just flat out needs to be better. He hasn't been super impactful defensively. He's been solid for the most part, but we didn't trade OG Anunoby for him to be solid defensively and bad and mostly inconsistent offensively. I saw a tweet the other day. I wish I saved it so I could credit exactly who tweeted it. But they said for a guy who averages 16 a game, you would think he would consistently be giving you at least 16 a night. No. What OG Anunoby ends up giving you is about 5 one night and 25 another night, and it averages out to about 16. You can't have that. Not in a championship contending season. Not if you fancy yourself an all-star or a fringe all-star, however you perceive yourself, OG Anunoby. Because I'll tell you what, this front office paid you to be an all-star level player, an all-NBA level defender. I will not be surprised if he doesn't make all-NBA this season, whether or not he plays 65 games or so. He has not been nearly consistent enough, and especially as of late, but it's kind of been like that all season. He started off very consistent, then got a little rocky, then he was consistent again, then he got a little rocky, then he was pretty inconsistent, but it wasn't that bad. And now he's just flat out inconsistent. I don't know what to expect from OG Anunoby tonight. Are we getting 5-point OG Anunoby like we got for the Cleveland game, or are we getting 25-point OG Anunoby? Who knows? Who knows? I can't tell you. I wish I could. Who will be in said we need early season OG back? Absolutely. Isaiah Garner said, yeah, OG's been better defensively. Needs to be better defensively and better making shots from threes. That's all we ask for. It's all we ask for. Knock down. And I don't even get crazy with it. Knock down the open ones is all I ask for. Like if you got to shoot a contested shot or the defense is flying around and they close out hard on you, I'm not even going to go crazy for it. Just knock down the open ones because you haven't been doing that either. Get all this badness out of your system here in the regular season. Let's play our best basketball going into the playoffs. But boy, oh boy, you can't be stacking up losses here. And the Knicks have been stacking up some not so great losses. You lost to the Pistons again. You lost to the Cavs, two of the upper echelon teams in the Eastern Conference here. Come on. What are we doing, OG? What are we doing? We're 50 some odd games into the season. We should be past this level of inconsistency. Get back on track, man. Get back on track. That's all we're asking for. Mikal Bridges is also in the same tier as OG Anunoby. Get back on track, man. That performance against Cleveland, I don't know what you were doing. You took 16 shots in that game. Karl Anthony Towns took 5. You're 29 years old going on 30. You've been playing in the league as long as you have. You've been playing with other stars. You've played with Booker. You've played with Chris Paul. You played with a big man in DeAndre Ayton who you knew you needed to make sure he got touches. How many assists does Mikal Bridges have to Karl Anthony Towns this season? I don't know. Maybe it's a lot. Maybe it's a little. Who knows? All I'm saying is it doesn't feel, especially last night where he's 5 for 5, like the smart veteran players on the court are playing as if they know what's going on. Just kind of forcing things. Mikal Bridges last night, or not last night, 2 nights ago when they played the Cavs, the last game, absolutely forced things against the Cavs. I don't know what it was. Did he think he had the matchup advantage? Did he just feel it in the pregame, feeling like, oh yeah, my shot feels good today, I'm going to go off, and then the game started and he couldn't buy a basket? Who knows? Who knows what the mentality was in that Cleveland game? I can tell you right now, though, it did not work. It did not work. So I'm expecting a much better game from Mikal Bridges. I'm expecting a really good outing from our New York Knicks tonight. It's a good matchup against the Milwaukee Bucks, who, like I said, have been playing very well as of late. So I need them to come out and act like it's the Bucks with Giannis and they're a top 4 seed. I need them to act like this is an extremely good basketball team and give the Knicks fans a good victory tonight. Mark said that's a statement right there from Judge's dad. What Judge's dad say? Put it this way, J.R. Smith is better than OG? I mean, this version of OG right now for sure. This version. Harvey English. What's up, Harvey? Where do you buy your ties? They need to catch a fire. JB looks like the heebie-jeebies in a big game. Detroit and Cleveland look like a rookie. JB, Jalen Brunson, look like a rookie? I don't know, brother. We might be watching 2 different games. But where do I buy my ties? The what's it called? The thrift store, brother. The thrift store. The hand-me-down stores. Boz Farmon, what's up, Boz? Love the show, appreciate you, Boz, appreciate you. Bray, what's up, Bray? How's it going? It's going all right, It'll go much better if we see what kind of version of the New York Knicks we get tonight. As they're going to say, I think the Knicks were trying to get Mikal going, but Cat is the more important player to get going first. I mean, it's not like they ran a bunch of plays for him. Mikal just settled for a lot of mid-range fall-away contested jumpers. And it's like, sure, when he's going, he could hit those shots. But he was not going. And then speaking of, we were pointing out percentages for almost everybody. Everybody's percentages have gone down, including Jalen Brunson's. Jalen Brunson slightly went down. Anunoby's has been a precipitous drop. He's like fallen off a cliff with his 3-point shooting. Karl Anthony Towns is one of the few guys where his 3-point percentage has gone up. He's up to about 37%. I'll round up for him. 37% for Karl Anthony Towns. And Mikal Bridges has also gone down, where he was an over 40% 3-point shooter. He's now dropped down to 38. Nobody's shooting it well right now outside of Towns. Bryce said, I've been hearing nonstop flaming from Pistons fans since the Thunder Pistons game. Okay. I don't know what team you support, Brother Bray, but that is what happens if you lose to a team, they get bragging rights. So Mark said, I need to see Cole like tonight. We'll get to a couple of guys at the end of the bench here because our Knicks graphics are just continuously growing. We damn near have almost a graphic made for almost every player on this Knicks team, but we'll get to them. Josh Hart, it's not even Josh Hart's fault, the position he's in. Maybe it is with his ego. Like we kind of have just been hypothesizing why Josh Hart plays so much and why coaches tend to lean on him. And I get it. The hustle is enticing. The energy is infectious. The lack of never quit, I'll go in there and mix it up with anybody, snag rebounds that don't belong to me, all of that. I love that from Josh Hart too. That does not mean we need 30-plus minutes of it every single night. Some nights, sure. Maybe tonight is one of those nights. Who knows? But when you play really smart teams, the upper echelon teams in the league, who are coached by really smart people, who have really smart players on the floor, you know what they're going to do? They're going to tell Josh Hart, go shoot a bunch of threes, Josh. We're going to pack the paint. And that means the 4 other players on the court are going to really struggle to find open space. And that means the Knicks, even if they have good ball movement and good player movement, the ball will swing around and find Josh Hart because nobody will be guarding him. And it will be up to Josh Hart to prove that he's a legit 40% three-point shooter, which, by the way, it's also dropped down to now under 40, 39.7. We can round up to 40, but you know what I mean. 40% from three-point range is great when we just look at the counting stats, but we've watched the Knicks all season, so we have the context of where it is. Relic, what's up, Relic? We have the context. Susan, what's up, Susan? We have the context of what it means for Josh Hart to be a 40% three-point shooter, but still be left wide open from three-point range. The volume is not there for Josh Hart, and the confidence clearly isn't there either, because he does not take up the volume despite the fact that the percentage tells us, hey, he's a pretty good three-point shooter, especially considering when you take into effect that the three-point shots he would be taking, if he were to take them, would be wide open shots. They would be wide open shots, except he just refuses to take them. Tries to eat up the space by attacking it, but at 30 years old, he's not the level of athlete he was 3 years ago when he was in his peak physical prime at 27. Slowing down just even just a minuscule amount in the NBA is going to cause problem for you when you get into the paint. It just is. Just that's at every fifth shot Josh took used to be a dunk. Yeah. I mean, like I said, he's now 30 years old. Take the threes, man. The threes will save you in your career and allow you to play longer. Don Jason, what's up, Don? Have you tried orange and blue hat? I think that would be more cool. I would have to make a custom orange and blue hat. I would, but I have considered it. Also, the channels of the color of the channels are red and blue. So not necessarily, I didn't want the branding to be entirely Knicks coded, right? We still got the blue in there. Basketball Jones, what's up, Basketball Jones? Isaiah Gardner said, especially when Hart hesitates from three, it is the biggest deficiency in his game. It will continue to be the biggest deficiency in his game. It will continue to be the thing that will sink his teams when he's in the game if he doesn't fix the issue. And it's a very fixable issue. But for whatever reason, the confidence, despite the percentages being there, has just never been there. It's just never been there. Hubian said, again, we need early season Hart. Generally, I think we need early season Knicks with current talents. Yeah. To start the year, Anunoby was playing well, Bridges was playing well, Brunson was dominating, Josh Hart was shooting it well after a slow start, Robinson was playing well, and the only guy who was kind of in a funk, figuring things out, to be expected, new coach, new offense, completely different role for Karl-Anthony Towns, was Karl-Anthony Towns. And now we have Karl-Anthony Towns kind of figuring things out, the shot's starting to come back, and everybody else is nosediving. The Knicks just can't get on the same page for a long enough stretch to consistently put out a good product every night. They had one really nice long winning streak. They won, 8 in a row or something like that before losing to, who'd they lose to? Detroit? Whatever the case may be. And then after that, I can't tell you the longest winning streak the Knicks had. I can't tell you the sustained consistency that they've had outside of that one stretch this season. Can't tell you. Mitchell Robinson, I mean, he had a good game against Cleveland. It's going to largely go unnoticed. He snagged 15 rebounds in 19 minutes. It's going to largely go unnoticed because they weren't very competitive, especially in the second half. They scored 11 points in the third quarter. It's hard to say they need more from Mitchell Robinson. I could say, hey, Mitch, get that free throw percentage closer to 50. He's at 40.7. But, it's hard to say I need more from Mitch when we know Mitch is going to rebound, and he's going to defend the rim, and he's going to play less than 20 minutes when he does play. He's still on this minutes restriction thing, which is like, all right, we're winding down the season. If we got to make sure we're careful with him until the end of the season, I get it. But also, on nights where you play Cleveland, you kind of need to lean on Mitchell Robinson a little bit more if you really want to win that basketball game. Giving him 5-6 extra minutes in that game isn't going to really hurt you in the long run, right? At least it shouldn't. Boss said, because Josh is 30, he slowed down. No, guys, it's rhythm. He is of rhythm, that's it. I'm not talking about the shooting, brother. I'm talking about him attacking the basket, getting to the rim, drawing contact, getting to the foul line, finishing in the paint, right? He is not doing it the way he did when he was 26, 27 years old. Even if it is a tiny, minuscule drop-off in his athleticism, it's enough to be impacted with him going to the rim, especially being an undersized. He's kind of a shooting guard, but he's really an undersized, like, power forward, right? 6'5". And that's going to hurt you as your career goes on, finishing in the paint. As Garner said, it's been like this last year with the inconsistency too, but Karl-Anthony Towns was playing great from last year. Yeah, the inconsistencies are driving me crazy. Deuce McBride recently spoke with the media talking about, it was his first media availability since he went down with the surgery, with the injury, the abdomen surgery he had, the core surgery, I think they refer to as, and no real update on Deuce McBride. There's still some hope that he can come back at the end of the regular season, although I think I think some of the hope, some of the optimism was a little bit like, I don't know. It's like 6 to 8 weeks, so we'll see. We will see. We're just going to have to wait and see with Deuce. No real updates on him. As Garner said, I think whoever the coach is for the Knicks, they aren't a great regular season team. They're built for the playoffs. Let's hope so. Because it's definitely been a frustrating regular season. Nikki, what's up, Ninky? Happy to see you again, Nikki. Crandon, what's up, Crandon? Surely this is a great get-right game. We'll see. The Milwaukee Bucks have been playing well as of late. We'll get to the Bucks in a second here. Landry Shamet kind of trying to fill in as best as he can to the Deuce McBride role of being a point-of-attack lockdown defender and a marksman from three-point range. His three-point shooting is starting to flatten out a little bit. To be fair, he was shooting it at 44% from three. It's now down to 42. So, okay, he's dropping a little bit, but he's still well over 40. Still don't want to leave this guy open. Teams are making the adjustment to making it a priority to stick to him like glue, not giving him any open looks. 10 points per game, 1.9 rebounds, 1.5 assists. He's just a really good, solid role player. Again, how much more can we ask of guys like Landry Shamet? It's got to come down to guys like Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart. Your 5 starting players. It's got to come down to those guys. Bruce Fallow, what's up, Bruce? It's hard to get excited about this team, up and down, way too much drama, all a bad recipe for success. I don't know if there's been necessarily drama. I just think that people are trying to find answers for something that is as simple as guys need to play better and more consistently. And there is no real answer to it, so I think it's just frustrating. I think ultimately it's just frustrating. Captain Mastiff, what's up, Cap? Everybody, I'm not late. I'm doing okay. What's up, Captain Mastiff? Happy to see you, brother. Jose Alvarado was a great acquisition. Like everybody else, he's been a bit inconsistent as well. He's only 42% from the field, 36% from three-point range. He's had good open looks from three. He hasn't consistently knocked them down outside of that Philly game where he hit 8 threes. Outside of that, he hasn't consistently been a threat from three-point range. 8 points, 2.8 rebounds, 3.2 assists. He's solid. He comes to the game. He's another ball handler for the Knicks on a team that desperately needed ball handling. So he's good. He's good. Again, it's hard for me to ask more of these role players when the starters are so severely letting us down on a night-to-night basis so far these past couple of weeks. And here he is. We had to do it. Oh, why is he here, though? Did we miss somebody? There he is. Why is he ahead of this guy? I want to talk about Jeremy Sochan first. Jeremy Sochan, I think, will likely get minutes tonight ahead of Mo Diwara, but Mike Brown was asked directly about this kind of change in terms of Jeremy Sochan being given an opportunity here, while Mo Diwara has kind of been relegated to the bench. He did play Mo Diwara in the second half last night, maybe recognizing, all right, maybe the Sochan thing's not so great. He still wants to give him the benefit of the doubt, give him an opportunity to really just kind of fit in on the team and build some chemistry, see what he's got. I don't like it. I've never liked it. I told you guys about it before he was waived, when you guys were asking about maybe trading for him at the deadline, and I said, I don't know, what's Jeremy Sochan good at basketball? And you know what we're figuring out while he's here with the Knicks? He's not very good at basketball, right? He is a smart, intuitive mover out on the court, but he's not necessarily, he's not a threat from anywhere outside of the paint. And even when he does have the ball in the paint, at 6'8", he doesn't jump out of the gym. He's just a hustle guy. But the Knicks already have a hustle guy who's limited offensively in Josh Hart, who's significantly better than Sochan. And if you wanted to use him as a little bit of a small ball 5 so you can be super versatile and switch everything offensively, in certain situations that'll work. In certain situations, against certain lineups, against certain teams, that would work. But it's not the kind of thing where I think Jeremy Sochan should garner every 9 minutes. Unlike our guy right here, who you watched grow from Summer League to preseason to literally getting to the point where he was a mainstay in the rotation before the Sochan acquisition. And then Mike Brown was like, I guess I got to give this kid a chance. But Mo Diwara's confidence was growing on a nightly basis. The kid is shooting 40% from 3. 40% from 3 as a rookie. We did not expect that. 46% from the floor, so it's not just threes. Every now and again, he puts the ball on the floor and he finishes in the paint, and it feels like, oh my goodness, the sky's the limit for this kid. We could disregard a lot of these counting stats, mostly because, especially earlier in the season, he'd get into the game, play the last 2 minutes of the game, maybe get 1 or 2 shots off, and that's why you see, very low counting stats. But when he was a part of the regular rotation, he was averaging something like 6 or 7 points, which is nice for your, 9th, 10th guy in the rotation. 6'9", big, long wingspan. It just, 20 years old, it just makes far more sense to invest in the future of Mo Diwara versus the possible, already waived once, already seen 4 years of Jeremy Sochan, possible growth of Jeremy Sochan, because I don't know, he played hard for the Spurs for a couple of years. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me, right? And if you're truly, like the front office has said multiple times, multiple people from the front office, solely focused on winning a championship, their words, not mine, their exact words, singularly focused on winning a championship, then you go to the head coach and you say, play your best players. Don't worry about the politics of we just signed Sochan. Play your best players. Because then you would be playing Mo Diwara over Jeremy Sochan. And that's just it. It's just it. Point blank, period. They just put up the video of Jeremy Sochan shooting pregame, like warming up for the game tonight and putting up his corner threes. The shot is broken. It's just broken. He's in his 4th year. It's a terrible shot. It's got a hitch in it. It starts from like down here. Then he comes up, and then he comes out. It's got a terrible hitch in it. And he missed 2 of the 3 in the video. From the corner, wide open, just spot up training threes. Come on, man. Get my guy Mo Diwara back in there. Get my guy Mo Diwara back in there. Paul said, Special is there for defense. Defense wins championship. Sochan is there for defense. What is Sochan so good at defense that the Spurs were like, yeah, go ahead. You can get waived. It's cool. We don't need you. If Sochan was so good defensively that he could possibly help the Knicks win a championship with his defense, don't you think the Spurs, who are competing for a championship, would have said, let's hold on to him, because maybe we might use him. Maybe he will be useful for our championship run if defense is so important to winning championships. Jeremy Sochan is an okay defender. He's a decent on-ball defender. Maybe I'm underselling him. We could even say he's a good on-ball defender. He's not a very good help defender. He's not a very good off-ball defender. And if you are sacrificing this much offense for just good on defense, like the Knicks are already sacrificing offense for Mitchell Robinson. But Mitchell Robinson's great at defense. And he's also the league's best offensive rebounder. So he's still adding value offensively. Jeremy Sochan actively takes so much off the table for you offensively that it doesn't provide, he can't provide enough value defensively in order to make up for it. They've tried using him. And you know what happened? The Knicks couldn't score when he was on the court. Like I said, then he'd have to be the only non-shooter on the court. But it just limits the amount of the kind of rotation combination, the player combinations you can go with on the court. That means he can't play alongside Josh Hart and he can't play alongside Mitchell Robinson. So he's out there with 4 of the shooters essentially acting as the small ball 5, or you have him out there alongside Karl-Anthony Towns and he's acting as a 4. But at that point, you got no Hart and no Robinson. So maybe those lineups will work, and maybe Mike Brown will continue to experiment with that. But I don't have any confidence in it. Zero. Zip, zero, none. Nick, Yak, what's up, Yak? I think we see Diwara first. I hope so, Yak. I just don't have a ton of confidence with it. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Isaiah Gardner said, Sochan a way better jump shot in college. I don't know what happened to his shot, and I saw the video too. Yeah, it was ugly. I saw the video and was like, oh, man. Like, Peter Patton, get your boy, man. Get your Peter Patton, take him into the gym, lock him in the gym, and fix that jump shot. You can't, I never understood. Listen, I wasn't nearly good enough at basketball to even, at any point in my life, consider playing college basketball, right? Like, high school basketball was the peak of where I was going to be as a basketball player. So who am I to really judge these guys in that regard, right? But I don't know how you get to this point in a professional basketball playing career shooting a shot looking like that. I don't get it. I don't get how your biomechanics get to a point where you can't just throw a ball forward like this and then put your hand into it the other way to just make sure it's there and just flick it forward towards the rim. I don't know how you get to a point where you're here and then you're out. I don't know how you get to that point. I don't know. I don't know how you do it. With that being said, let's move on to the last guy on the list not last guy on the list. It's Jordan Clarkson. Shout out Jordan Clarkson. What's up, Jordan Clarkson? Jordan Clarkson is no longer part of the rotation. We did see him get into the game for a couple of minutes there against Cleveland because Mike Brown was so desperate for somebody to make a shot. Lionel Moto to double Lionel. Mike Brown was so Ozahar. Mike Brown was so desperate for somebody to actually make a shot. He threw in Jordan Clarkson in there. He was like, hey, JC, can you give us a bucket? Because these guys can't. I don't blame him for going to it. And the last guy here we're going to talk about is Tyler Kolek, who is, I think, essentially just banished to the shadow realm at this point, which was to be expected with the Jose Alvarado deal. I'm not too mad about it. Again, if he had played better before the trade deadline, the Knicks wouldn't have felt so inclined to go out and get Jose Alvarado. Jose Alvarado is an upgrade over Tyler Kolek. That does not mean occasionally maybe you can't find minutes for Jose Alvarado, but I'm not gonna bang on. I don't think Jose Alvarado is a savior. I don't think he's fixing a ton of issues. He's nice, but I'm not gonna harp on it too much. Reddy, what's up, Reddy? The Fleas, what's up, Fleas? Farm Boy TV, what's up, Farm Boy? Now let's get to the Milwaukee Bucks, and we know Giannis has been out. He's been out for a while, continues to be out. He will not play today. There were some rumors. I think people were spreading a couple of rumors that maybe he might play today because it is the Knicks and everybody loves to get up and play against the Knicks and make their return against the Knicks. He will not be playing today. He's still out. I will say the Milwaukee Bucks have been playing significantly better as of late. Winners of 8 of their last 10. They're 8-2 in their last 10. So he's playing very well. Joe said it, but I still trust Mike Brown. I think we should. I don't think he's given us a reason not to trust him. But I don't trust him wholeheartedly. I got trust in him, but not 100%. I'll still look at him a little sideways if he makes a decision I disagree with. Is they're going to say, damn, we shouldn't have signed Clarkson. It doesn't fit our system, so he's bad on defense, but he plays with effort, though, at times. Yeah, I mean, he's useful. It could be useful. I'm sure he's a good, vibes guy in the locker room, which is important. Yeah, it was always to be expected. The Knicks are limited because they're pushing up against the second apron. They're limited to who they could sign in the offseason. Jordan Clarkson was bought out. He was very ready and willing to accept the vet minimum, and so he was kind of the best guard on the market during the offseason at the vet minimum number. So, I don't mind. I didn't mind it. Nick Yak said, if Alvarado leaves as a free agent, Kolek will play next year. Yeah. I mean, they didn't give up anything for Jose Alvarado. They gave up Dalen Terry in 2 seconds. So, Sons Gen said Jose's a jump shooter. Jose's a jump starter. Hopefully you won't need him, but he can help you bring it home. Yeah, I think if you're going to win a championship, it's got to be all hands on deck. I think championship teams, when you look at them, especially the last half decade here in the 2020s, it's been by committee, right? I think long gone are the days where the superstar drags a bunch of role players to a finals and wins the finals almost on their own back. I think the last guy to do it, funnily enough, was maybe Giannis. But that was a really good team. Like, Holiday was really important. Middleton was really important. Brook Lopez was really important. And they had a good cast of role guys on that team. but I think he's the closest guy who gets to that. Like, he had 50 points in the elimination game, very famously, right? I think if you're going to really compete for a championship, it's got to be all hands on deck. I think your entire 9-man rotation, maybe 10-man rotation, or possibly 8-man rotation come playoff time has to be locked in every single night and has to be as consistent as possible. These teams and these games are too good and too high leverage at this point for one player to just kind of pull you out of the mud at this point. Hubian said JC was great for the NBA Cup in early season. He was, and it's important to have guys like that to help you get through the 82-game regular season. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And so if guys can fill in and give you 20, 30 games, even if they're not going to be a consistent part of the rotation, if they could step in there like Tyler Kolek did, like all these guys have been important for the success of the regular season so far for the Knicks. They're 37-22. It's a really good record, 15 games over 500. Cam Thomas, new acquisition here for the Milwaukee Bucks, signed as a free agent after the Nets waived him. He hasn't been super dominant here with the Bucks. I think that some people thought he would. People thought he'd come to the Bucks and just take a bunch of shots. What he does is he provides a threat. With Giannis out, the Milwaukee Bucks had no threats on the court. Nobody was really worried about anybody. They weren't worried about Kuzma. They weren't worried about Miles Turner. They weren't worried about Kevin Porter Jr. And teams are definitely worried about Cam Thomas. So he takes a ton of the attention. So even if he's not shooting a bunch of shots, he's not shooting it well anyway. 42% from the field, 32% from three-point range. But he does take a ton of attention. Eyeballs naturally gravitate to Cam Thomas because he can knock down contested shots, and he has no frame of reference. He has all of the audacity in the world to just take contested shots. He doesn't care. He'll shoot the step back, fall away 30-footer. He'll shoot the fall away baseline jumper over 2 defenders. He does not care. In his mind, he's Kobe. Right? In his mind, he's better than Kobe. So he's taking all the contested mid-range shots he wants. Nobody is going to question him. Nobody's going to tell him to stop doing it. As a matter of fact, the Nets tried to tell him to stop doing it, and they couldn't come to an agreement on it, so they ended up waiving him. Right? Ernest Cash, what's up, Ernest? The Fleas, Mamba mentality. When Mamba mentality hurts you, is the story of Cam Thomas's NBA career so far. Raymond Jacobs, what's up, Ray? Legendary Traffic, get up tonight for our Knicks? Yes, sir, brother. We are back. Back with some more Knicks coverage. Couldn't wait, man. Couldn't wait. Just that said, OG better leak out on these guys and get easy ones. He should be able to. They do not really have the guys to match up with him defensively, mostly because I suspect they'll put their wings on Karl Anthony Towns. So he'll be matched up with a smaller guard likely. So we'll see. Whoa. I just put the game on and it's too loud because we should be at tip-off here. All right, there we go. All right, let's go here. Let's just get that ready. We should be getting off to tip-off any second here. Ryan Rollins is in the starting lineup. Their starting lineup is Ryan Rollins, Kevin Porter Jr., AJ Green, Kyle Kuzma, and Miles Turner. To be expected. Ryan Rollins has had an explosive season this year, 17.2 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, 5.4 assists. He's been great. He's been phenomenal. 42% from three, 47% from the field. The last time the Knicks played the Bucks, Ryan Rollins made it a very difficult night for the Knicks. He could not miss. So hopefully they lock in today and cover him. Miles Turner has been a little disappointing for them. He is shooting 38% from the field, but only 5.6 rebounds is just not enough for a starting center. Even down Giannis, the rebounds has actually gone down since Giannis has been out, which should be the opposite. AJ Green is their most dangerous shooter, 42.5% three-point shooter. That's really pretty much all he does, but you're going to have to stay connected with him. He's a great off-ball mover, always seems to find space, and has a high release point in his shot, so he does a great job of shooting it over guys a la like Deuce McBride, so we should be prepared for that. Gary Trent Jr. Has seen his minutes reduced a little bit here. The shooting has slipped, under 40% from the field, 36% from three-point range. Like AJ Green, that's kind of all he does at this point in his career, shoot threes. Kyle Kuzma is a very sporadic player for them. 13 points, 5 boards, 2.5 assists, 33.5% three-point range. He has been playing much better as of late, so hopefully the Knicks can hold him down a little bit. Bobby Portis has been lighting it up from three-point range. He's up to 13.2 points per game. He's been playing excellent basketball in the absence of Giannis. He's really stepped it up and really helped them. We're getting ready for tip-off here. Cole Anthony is no longer on the team. Should have got him out there. Kevin Porter Jr. is the starting point guard. He has been playing much better and has really helped them kind of get to the point where they are right now. Here we go. The Bucks win the tip. And Kevin Porter Jr. has it up top. Directing traffic. They throw it down low to AJ Green. They swing it around. Back up top to Kevin Porter Jr., being guarded by Anunoby. Crosses over to his left, to the lane, lefty layup. Can't get it to go. Brunson with the rebound, bringing it down the other way. There you go. Nice defensive stop to start. Look at my guy, Mo Diwara. I love it. I love that we got Mo Diwara up here now. Brunson up top, being guarded over by Rollins. They get it over to Bridges. Bridges over to Towns. Towns, mid-post, left wing, backing down Kuzma. Backing him down. Swings it over to Josh Hart. Kicks it out to Anunoby for a wide-open three. Line us up. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. A.J. Green ends up with it. And here comes Kevin Porter Jr. Russell Field. What's up, Russell Field? Kevin Porter Jr. attacking to his left, down the lane, kicks it out. A left corner three for Ryan Rollins, and he rattles it in for the first shot of the game. All right, Knicks. Answer back. Mark said OG sleepwalking already. Already, we got some OG criticisms. Come on, OG. Come on, OG. We need you after a couple of disappointing games in a row. Josh Hart lined it up for three. Hey, Josh Hart. First shot of the game, he put it up, no hesitation. There you go, Big Josh. If they're going to leave you open, you got to make them pay, Josh. You got to make them pay. Kevin Porter Jr. dancing with the ball. He's being guarded by Josh Hart to start. They got OG Anunoby and Miles Turner. Turner hands it off to Rollins. Rollins being chased by Bridges. Back over to Porter Jr. down the lane. Kicks it back out to Turner. Right corner three. Got it to go for Miles Turner. And it has been a three-point barrage to start. 3 threes to start the game. 2 by the Bucks, 1 by the Knicks. Towns up top, gets it over to Bridges, kicks it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart wide open for a three, dribbles it into the mid-range and comes up short on the mid-range shot. Just shoot the open three, man. Just shoot the open three. What is that? Here comes Ryan Rollins bringing it down, being guarded by Bridges, struggling with his handle. Crossing over to his right up the Turner screen. Over the top pass to Turner, and right over the top of his fingertips. And Miles Turner and Ryan Rollins discussing what went wrong there. Mark said you're close to 2 minutes delayed. I'm going to refresh the stream in a second here. Josh Hart has it on the left wing to get over to Towns. It is also the fault of the Gotham Sports app, unfortunately. Josh Hart fires the three. He can't get it to go. Here comes Kyle Kuzma bringing it down. Kuz up top, hands it off to Kevin Porter Jr. Porter Jr. pulls it out. Up top to Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins back to Kevin Porter Jr. being guarded by Karl Anthony Towns on a switch here. Down the lane to his left. Kick it out to A.J. Green. Fires up a left wing three. Can't get that one to go. Josh Hart with the rebound over to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Over to Bridges. Bridges attacking to his right. Down the lane. Scoop layup with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Wild layup attempt against Miles Turner. Couldn't get it to go. I actually like that he went towards the basket, though. Here comes Porter Jr. driving it down. Scoop layup past Josh Hart. Got it to go for Kevin Porter Jr. And it's 8-3 start. Bridges bringing it down. Kicks it out to Anunoby. He's trying to take the lane. Takes the bump, a foul. And he'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws. All right, we have 9:07 to go. Let's refresh our stream. Let's try to refresh our stream. I did refresh it before tip-off, just to check. Here we go. Yeah, this is as close as I can get, Mark. This is as close as I can get. It is the issue of the Gotham Sports app, unfortunately. I literally can't get any closer. The Gotham Sports stream is extremely delayed. It is not a good streaming platform. With all the money that Dolan and MSG brings in, they're too busy building spheres around the world to update their service here. But I'll continuously refresh my stream tonight on this Gotham Sports app because hopefully it doesn't get any worse than that. Anunoby splits the free throws. Can't even be consistent from the foul line. Kevin Porter Jr. dancing around the Kuzma screen to get it out to Turner. Turner mishandles the ball. Anunoby dives for it, gets it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart pushing it the other way. He's going to put his head down, attack Turner in the paint, pump fake, spins, kicks it out to Anunoby. He's going to pump fake from three. He's going to drive it down the lane, kicks it out to Hart, pass fake, Josh Hart, wide open left corner three. They don't even close out, and he makes them pay. That's what you need to do, Josh Hart. That's all we're asking you to do is shoot the open ones, and he knocks them down. There you go. There you go. Ryan Rollins driving it down, and Bridges comes up with the steal playing in the passing lane. Home run pass to Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going to go down the other way for the easy layup. There you go, Josh. This is what we need you to do. This is what we've asked of you. Here comes Ryan Rollins. It's 9-8. The Knicks have taken their first lead of the game. 8:16 to go. Rollins up top, crossing over to his right on Hart. Behind the back, steps back. Good defense from Josh Hart there. They get over to Kevin Porter Jr., being guarded by Bridges. Porter Jr. dancing with it, trying to split the defense. They kick it out to Green, who pump fakes, sidestep, three over Anunoby, well contested, can't get it to go. Josh Hart get another rebound, shot out of a cannon, bringing it down the other way. Josh Hart leaves it off for Bridges, tried to leave it off for Anunoby, back to Josh Hart. Josh Hart in that right corner. His teammates wanted him to shoot that. Shoot the three, Josh. Shoot the three. Brunson driving it down, step back, mid-range fall away. Got it to go for Jalen Brunson. Tried and true play, tried and true shot. It's now 11-8. There you go. Now building a lead, Knicks. Now building a lead. Ahmed, what's up, Ahmed? AP, what's up, AP? Down the lane, Josh Hart comes up with a block on Kevin Porter Jr. Brunson bringing it down the other way on the right wing. Hezzy pull up three. Knock me down, kept it. And a timeout. 5 straight for JB. Timeout for the Bucks, and it's 14-8. There you go. There you go. Defense leading the offense. All we've ever asked for. All we've ever asked for. Adventure with a bit adventure. Get the ball to Carl. They should be playing to Karl Anthony Towns tonight. A lot more than they did the other night. I expect far more than 5 shots from Karl Anthony Towns tonight, although he has yet to take one. But it's early in the game, and everybody else is hooping right now. My first sub out of the game, and this is not because he's playing poorly or anything like that, would be Josh Hart. I'd put in either Mo Diwara or Landry Shamet, preferably Landry Shamet. That's who I would go with. Josh Hart has been playing excellently. I'd pull Josh Hart out of the game now. I'd be like, go ahead, take a breather, because when you come back into the game, I need you to play with the exact same fire and energy as you just gave us for the first 5-minute stretch here, right? Pull him out. Pull him out and be like 8 points, 2 rebounds, pushing the pace, got a block, getting out and running. You knocked down 2 threes so far. That's exactly what we need, right? That's exactly what we need. Raymond, what's up, Raymond? It's a new night, another game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just that's a JB selective and perfect is nice to see. Yeah. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. That's the way everybody should be playing on here tonight, honestly. Selective, smart, not trying to force anything. You got too much offensive talent on this team to force anything, to have to force anything. Sometimes Jalen Brunson has to force things because Anunoby is playing terribly. Bridges can't buy a basket. Josh Hart is sporadic and turning down threes. And it's just Jalen Brunson being like, and Karl Anthony Towns is not putting himself in the post and calling for the ball. So Jalen Brunson's just like, all right, everybody clear out then. Get out of my way. Nobody wants to help me. I'll do it myself. So it's nice to see that Josh Hart is aggressive. He's taking the open ones. It's nice to see. Lance Napier, what's up, Lance? Appreciate you. Said tap the like, please. Appreciate you, Lance. Absolutely. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit that thumbs up button. I'd very much appreciate it. It's nice to see Josh Hart remain effective. It's nice to see Bridges be effective. Even though he missed the layup badly, it was nice to see him actually go towards the rim for a layup rather than shoot another fall-away mid-range shot. So it was nice to see that. It was nice to see. Just that's it. Getting 35 a quarter should be the goal tonight. I mean, we have been awaiting the mythical 40-point quarter for a while now from our New York Knicks. But 35, I'll take 35. I'll take 35. Rafael Torres, what's up, Raph? I'm a little sick today. Hope you feel better, brother. Hope you feel better. Hopefully the Knicks make you feel better and they don't make you queasy. Bruce Fowler said remain calm. The Knicks need to remain calm. The fan base, get crazy. That's what we're here for. Keenar, what's up, Keenar? I don't care how many points we score in a quarter, so long as we score more than the opponents. I mean, at this point, that's all we could ask for, right? Just give me more points than the opponents and pull out a victory. Simon Jaw, what's up, Simon? How are you? I'm good. Simon, how are you, brother? Joseph Taylor said, Cavs up on Detroit with only 2 starters. Yeah, we'll go around the league probably at the end of the quarter here during the next timeout break. We'll see. Here we go. Milwaukee bringing it down. It is 14-8. It is a 6-point lead for the Knicks. Porter Jr. down the lane. They kick it out to Kuzma. Left corner 3 over Towns. Got it to go for Kuzma. Brunson bringing it down. Gets fouled by Kevin Porter Jr. Omar Todman, what's up, Omar? Hit the like for Chevy. Appreciate you, Omar. Reminding people of the like button. Appreciate you, brother. Jason, what's up, Jason? Man, the days of the 40-point quarter feels like a distant memory of a time. Yeah, of a different time, yeah. Yeah, the Knicks really struggling to get those 40-point quarters again, man. They were coming so easy to start the season. It was like every other game we were having another 40-point quarter. Now we can't buy a basket. And we just had a 11-point quarter. So, Brunson kicked it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart hesitated on the 3, but he's going to drive it down lefty layup. Got it to go for Big Josh. Okay, Big Josh. I wish you would have just took the 3, but I'll take the layup. They kick it out to Miles Turner. Miles Turner now puts up the 3. Got it to go for Miles Turner. My goodness. 16-14 after that made 3. I had my timer stop. We got 6:30 to go. OG Anunoby has it up top. Gets it over to Towns. Towns in the high post being guarded by Kuzma. Hits Brunson, come back door. Puts up the floater. Draws the foul. He's going to the foul line for 2. That's 2 fouls on Kevin Porter Jr. Expect him to come out of the game now. We're approaching the halfway point of this first quarter here. 6:22 to go exactly. Just Dad said Josh 4 for 6 with 10. Wow. I mean, when he's got the matchup advantage, he's great. He's great. When he doesn't, like he didn't in Cleveland, when he didn't in Houston, can be more of a hindrance to his team. Bruce Fowler said, looks like tonight we have the pleasure company of good Dr. Jackal. Benjamin Clark, what's up, Ben? Keenan Hart said Miles Turner always kills us. Yeah. I mean, he has the dark magic power from as Brunson splits the free throws. We can't be missing free throws, guys. We can't be missing free throws. Guess what? Mo Diwara is up off the bench, guys. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, Mike Brown. Put your best players out on the court. Stop with this experimenting nonsense. We're too deep into the season. A pull-up 3 for Ryan Rollins. Got it to go. Okay. They can miss. They cannot miss right now from 3. They're having a very good start from three-point range. Come on, Knicks. Wake up. Cam Thomas is also in the game. Josh Hart has it up top to get over to Anunoby. Anunoby drives to his right, under the basket. Leaves it off for Bridges for the layup. Crazy pass from OG Anunoby, and then he slipped and fell. Great pass from OG Anunoby to find Bridges cutting towards the rim. Gets the easy layup. First basket from Mikal Bridges tonight. Josh Hart guarding Rollins on the right wing, coming to his left. And an off-ball foul. Keenan Hart said, never liked Kuzma. Seems to me like the same player as Clarkson, actually. He's a little bit of the wing version of Jordan Clarkson. A little bit. Not as good offensively as Clarkson was in his prime, but just as sporadic and inconsistent in his own way. They get it over to Cam Thomas, kicks it out to Miles Turner. Another open 3 for Miles Turner as Robinson just came into the game, and Turner splashes it from the left corner. What's that, his third made 3, second made 3, whatever the case may be. Milwaukee just took a 1-point lead, 20-19 here. They're 6 for 8 from 3 to start the game. The Knicks are 3 for 5, so not too far behind. But Milwaukee can't miss right now. Brunson squeezes through down the lane, but misses the scoop layup. Brother, you got to knock down that layup. Cam Thomas bringing it down, being guarded by Mo Diwara, pulls it all the way back out to the half-court line. Coming to his left, Robinson hedges out hard. They swing it out to Turner, and then Turner throws it away. Good defense from the Knicks. Josh Hart putting his head down, attacking, leaves it off for Shamet. Shamet extra pass to Brunson. Wide open left corner 3 for Brunson. Got it to go. Made up for the missed layup before. There you go. It is now 22-20. Knicks retake that 2-point lead. 4:40 to go here. Ryan Rollins bringing it down, being guarded by Shamet. Rollins coming to his left off his Turner screen, leaning in, step back, mid-range fall away. Got it to go for Ryan Rollins. Their jump shooting has been phenomenal so far tonight. Comes Brunson pushing it the other way. Brunson on the right wing. It's not like the Knicks have given them too much of a, as Brunson throws up the floater, got it to go. Initially looked for the Robinson lob, but he didn't have it available to him, so instead he threw it up and knocked down the floater. Just that's at 6 for 8 from 3 so far. Can't keep up. Well, I agree. And they won't, but it is troubling that they've allowed him to shoot 6 for 8 from 3 so far to start the night. Ryan Rollins gets it over to Cam Thomas. He's being guarded by Mo Diwara. Thomas coming to his left. Robinson hedges out hard, knocks the ball out of his hands, and it goes out of bounds. Hoobian, vintage JB, getting busy, doing exactly what he does. That's exactly what he does. Keenan Hart said Siakam is just a good player. No weird explanations needed. With Siakam, yeah. The Turner stuff when they play the Knicks is crazy. The Nembhard stuff when they play the Knicks specifically is crazy. Siakam, he does that to everybody. Ryan Rollins gets it out to Turner. Turner has it up top. Back to Rollins. Shot clock winding down. Coming to his left. Throws up the tough contested floater. Got it. They go for Ryan Rollins. Everything going down. Whether it's in the paint or not. Whether it's from the three-point line or not. Everything's going down for the Bucks to start. Let's see who cracks first as Josh Hart puts up a three. Line me up. Can't get it to go. I like that he shot it, though. Here comes Cam Thomas bringing it down the other way. Mo Diwara will pick him up to get it out to turn if he knocks that down. He misses that three. Brunson with the rebound. Hit ahead to Mo Diwara. Diwara bringing it down on the right wing. Directing traffic. They get it out to Shamit. Shamit a wide open right wing three. Got it to go for Landry Shamit. Off the assist from Mo Diwara, might I add. My guy Mo, back in the rotation, back in action. My man Nick Yak saw it coming. John Mosgrove, what's up, John? Cam Thomas has it up top on the left wing, being guarded by Diwara. Pulling it back out, coming to his left. They hedge out hard. They show a double inside the Turner against Robinson. Pump fake, spins, kicks it out. A three from Ryan Rollins, right corner. Too strong, can't get it to go. Mo Diwara boxes out and skies for a nice strong rebound. My guy Mo Diwara, instant impact. Josh Hart on the right wing up top to Brunson. Brunson swings through to his left off the Diwara screen. Brunson pulls it out, crosses over to his right, step back, mid-range, fall away. JB got it to go. You just knew it was going down. And my guy Niall Dimitri gets us started off with a very generous super chat. Appreciate you, Niles. He said, hello, Sheffy. Let's go, Knickerbockers. Yes, sir, Niall. Yes, sir. Cam Thomas driving it down against Mo Diwara. Snaking it back to his right hand in the lane. Tries to put up the floater. Can't get it to go. Ball knocked loose. Josh Hart picks it up. A lot of contact, no foul call. Josh Hart kicks it out. Shamit, right corner. Pump fakes. Good defense from A.J. Green to run him off the line. They swing it out to Brunson. Brunson will line up a three over Turner anyway. Oh, Jalen Brunson's getting it going. And I'm going in reverse. I'm not going forward anymore. We're going in reverse. Jalen Brunson getting us going. We're up to 8. That's what I like to see. 32 to 24, 2 minutes to go. Ryan Rollins has it on the left wing being guarded by Brunson. Crossing over to his left. Stepping back. Good defense from the Knicks. Knocked out of bounds by Shamit. Jalen Brunson 3 for 3 from three-point range. There you go. There you go. Catching up in the three-point make department, led by the captain. Led by the captain. Ahisha? Right? It was Ahisha? Am I still saying it correctly? Let's go, Knicks. Nasty Works Heavenly Father. Yes, sir. Absolutely. AP reminding people to like button. Appreciate you, AP. Appreciate you. Keenan Hart said, there we go, Mo, with the box out. The box out and the rebound. Love to see it. Love to see the box out and the rebound. Susan said, Shamit and Diwara, not Sochan. That's what I'm talking about, Susan. That's what I'm talking about. Keep Sochan glued to that bench. Keenan Hart said, Sochan is okay for a few minutes. Susan, I kind of like him. I'm out on Jeremy Sochan. I'm out. I've always been out, though. I've never been in. I've never been in. Not this season. You want to sign him in the offseason, bring him back next year, let him battle out for minutes in the preseason and during training camp? Sure. Ahisha. See, I remembered Ahisha. See, I remembered. If I ever get it wrong, feel free to correct me every time. But I remembered. I try. Keenan Hart said, Sochan is okay for a few minutes. I mean, he's going to give him a chance. Which he deserves. He deserves a chance. But I'm good on Sochan. I've watched enough of Sochan and the Spurs to know that there was a reason they let him go for nothing. So I'm good on Sochan. Keenan Hart said, it's not like we gave anything up for him or paid him big. Unlike Mr. I assume we're talking about the same guy, Mr. 5 first-round picks, Mr. Mikal Bridges. I get that. But I don't really care how you were acquired or what you were acquired for. Play your best 9, 10 guys on the court. Jeremy Sochan is not one of the Knicks' best 10 players. He's not better than Mo Diwara. Not this season. So I'd go with Mo. And honestly, we're being rewarded for it. Also, by the way, Jalen Brunson up to 16 points tonight. My goodness, JB. My goodness. He's got half the Knicks' points. 16 of our 32 to Jalen Brunson. Angus Hutchings. What's up, Angus? One time, I took Townsend. He's a flop. He'll be all right, brother. He'll get his shots, hopefully. He's coming off a 5-shot attempt game. He'll get his shots up at some point. Just that said, he is a better nothing pickup than P.J. Tucker last year. Tend to agree. I mean, P.J. Tucker was picked up to literally just be a locker room presence type of guy. Jeremy Sochan is just kind of a no risk, high reward type of pickup. I just don't think that reward, if it ever does come, will not be in the regular season this year. right? If Jeremy Sochan figures it out and, figures it out with the Knicks, to me, it'll be over the course of the offseason and gets the opportunity next year. As Jalen Brunson draws the offensive foul on Bobby Portis trying to set the screen. Bobby Portis imitates the Jalen Brunson flop. He's not happy with it. Shaman has it up top. He's being got. Is that Isaiah Todd? They get it over to Robinson. Robinson over to Brunson. Brunson down the lane, throws up the floater. Got it to go from JB. He's up to 18 points. My goodness, Jalen Brunson. Is that who I think it is? No, that's Ousmane Dieng. Ousmane Dieng is in the game. Former Knicks draft pick, by the way, that they traded on draft night. Kick it out to Cam Thomas, driving to his left, steps back, being guarded by Robinson. Down the lane, stops, spins, and a foul. Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson doesn't like the call. They say it was a foul in the body, I guess. MBM, what's up, MBM? Skomberg, what's up, Skomberg? Thanks for I think Sochan is Ben Simmons. Definitely late career Ben Simmons for sure. Is a very close, as Bobby Portis continues to be excellent from three-point range, lines up his first made three of the night. And a foul in the backcourt on Ryan Rollins. Boz said, we need to cool down. The Rollins kid? Yeah, Ryan Rollins is getting it going. He has 10 points himself, 4 for 5 from the field. Ryan Rollins not missing right now. But they have Jericho Sims, Ousmane Dieng, and Cam Thomas on the court right now, who have yet to score so far. Shaman bringing it down. Swings it out to Mitchell Robinson. Robinson has it up top, hands it off to Diwara. And they call a travel on Diwara. That's a silly travel call, even if he did travel. That's a silly travel call. For a league that never calls travels, that's a silly call right there. Keenar said, Ben Simmons is such a weird story. All the ability, none of the desire. Yeah. It's the Ben Simmons, DeAndre Ayton pipeline to being out of the league much sooner than you should be. For sure. For sure. Telmel, what's up, Telmel? I commend your choice of gear, a la Walt Frazier. It is Walt Frazier inspired. Walt Frazier, Craig Sager inspired for sure. For sure. Mo Diwara picks up a foul, by the way, off ball. They're in the bonus. Trying to battle positioning with Bobby Portis there. Bobby Portis, big, strong, physical dude. Draws the foul on rookie Mo Diwara, but he does miss the first free throw. I like the extended run from Mo Diwara right now. Mike Brown is just, like I said, go with your best players. Go with your best players. Keenan Harris said, shout out to Susan. I know you've been on Bridges' backside since before we traded for him. I started the bandwagon. I never wanted him. I would have liked Bridges on the team. I still like Bridges on the team. The package that they traded for him from the start was way too big. Way too big. Portis did knock down the second free throw, by the way. But Brunson throws up a tough contested shot over Cam Thomas. Got it to go. My goodness, Jalen Brunson. My goodness, Jalen Brunson. He's got, 20 first quarter points on 8 for 9 made shots. Cam Thomas dancing with the ball, gets fouled by OG Anunoby. And Milwaukee's going back to the free throw line. Al Machinery said in the BS calls continued. They do. Ujo? What's up, Ujo? Back to Bridges. Bridges, I like that he's on the team. I think he's valuable to the team. The Knicks gave up way too much to acquire him. Therefore, obviously, we're always going to look at him as okay, he's not fitting the bill for what we gave up for him, obviously. But yeah, I was also at a certain point, if you would ask me, would you rather Dante DiVincenzo or Mikal Bridges? Give me Dante DiVincenzo 10 times out of 10. Right? And it's in hindsight, it's become very clear that they traded for Mikal Bridges to be the Dante DiVincenzo replacement, knowing they were going to need to include him in the package to get Karl Anthony Towns. Which obviously I do not agree with, but they had to do what they had to do. They did the best they could. They shouldn't have overpaid for Mikal Bridges, is ultimately the point. But they did. So now I got to root for him. Cam Thomas knocks down both free throws. This will be the final shot of the quarter. Brunson has it up top. Nobody else taking the shot but Brunson unless they double team him, which they do. They kick it over to Shamit. Shamit kicks back over to Brunson. Jab step to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper for JB. Got it. They go 22 first quarter points. They cannot stop this man. They cannot stop this man. 3 quarters scored heat for Kuzma. Comes up well short, and that would be the end of the first quarter. My goodness. Joseph said JB can be guarded. Not with anything the Bucks are doing. I mean, Ryan Rollins had the assignment majority of the night, and Jalen Brunson said, ha ha, good luck with that, kid. Good luck with that. And he just cooked them. 22 first quarter points, 9 for 10 from the field. Just can't miss. Just can't miss. Just refuses to miss. Lewis, what's up, Lewis? Bridges made some big plays in the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, he's not a pumpkin out there. He gives value to the team. 38 first quarter points, by the way. We can't get 40. Knicks, we can't get 40 anymore. Can we please get a 40-point quarter before I lose my mind? The Flea said Cat doing cardio. 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists. Coming off a night where he had 5 shot attempts, where he was 5 for 5 from the floor. I don't know. Woodrow Wilson, take this fit off, bro. Come on, brother. Have some fun in your life, big dog. Drummer Manny, what's up, Drummer Manny? JB is going off for 40 points. He's on pace for 60. 21st quarter point, he's on pace for 60. Jason said, man, so close to the 40 ball. So close. Woodrow just said, Ryan Rollins dropping 30. That's cute, brother. That's cute. Jalen Brunson's 8 points away from 30. 30 is light work. The 40-point quarter still eludes the New York Knicks. Before we get back to the game, which we should be getting back to literally any second now, let's go around the league real quick. Raph Torres, Brunson's on fire. Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped right now. The Cavs and the Pistons locked in a tight one. Kinar said, Ragu underrated on defense. Mikhail, man, I don't know. I just rarely see anything special out of him on either end. Yeah, he's had moments, but 5 picks need way more than moments. For sure. Nothing that I disagree with was said. Absolutely. I think he's been better than just moments, but, I think that's maybe the only thing I'd quibble with. But you're not wrong. Boston is taking control in the Brooklyn game. Cavs, Pistons locked in a tight one. DeAndre, what's up, DeAndre? Grizzlies just tipping off against the Mavs, and then we got Nuggets, Thunder later tonight. All right. DeAndre said Brunson is smoking hot tonight. Yes, sir. If the Knicks win, fire up the grill for the team that deserves to chop trees to. Brunson doesn't start the second quarter. Alvarado comes out, to be expected, his normal rotation, but he was in fuego. They get it to Towns, being guarded by Kevin Porter Jr. Has it up top, coming to his left, drops up to his right, puts up the floater with the right hand. Got it, they go for Karl Anthony Towns. He did have Mo Diwara wide open in the right corner, but he knocked down the hook shot in the paint, which is also a very good option. As long as you make them. They get over to Cam Thomas, being guarded by Alvarado. It's a good decision to put Alvarado on Cam Thomas. Now they switch it. Bridges switches onto Cam Thomas. Step back, mid-range fall-away jumper over him. Can't get it to go. Good defense. Cam Thomas can knock those down, but as long as you continuously force them to make tough shots, you're doing your job. To kick it out to Mo Diawara, left and wing 3, knock me down. Oh, Mo Diawara back in the rotation. Mo Diawara delivers. Keep Mo Diawara in the rotation, Mike Brown. My goodness. Knicks up by 13. Kevin Porter Jr. down the lane. Gets blocked by Mikal Bridges. Towns picks up the rebound. Here comes Bridges. Over to Anunoby. He's going to fire up a 3 if he knocks this down. Finally, OG Anunoby knocks down a 3 and a timeout for the Milwaukee Bucks early here in the second quarter, and the Knicks take a 16-point lead. Jalen Brunson started it. Now everybody's continuing it. There you go. Mo Diawara, it's not lost on me. 3 points, a rebound, and an assist. And he came into the game and has yet to come out of the game. Keep Mo in the game. I'll tell you what Jeremy Sochan is not doing. Knocking down threes. Guess what? Just being a threat from the three-point line is incredibly more valuable than any middle-tier level of defense that Sochan can provide to the team. I don't mean to harp on Sochan so much, but the conversation of I like Jeremy Sochan, play him, a handful of minutes here and there. No, I'd rather all those minutes go to Mo Diwara. I'd rather them all go to Mo. Woodrow Wilson said, thoughts on Sochan? Oh, brother, I got thoughts on Sochan, and I have made them known. I have not been bashful in my criticism of Jeremy Sochan. It's nothing against Jeremy Sochan. I liked him coming out of Baylor, but he is in year 4 of his career and has not shown the propensity to be an NBA-level offensive player in any regard. Any regard. He's not a very good ball handler. He can't shoot a shot. It's broken. The jump shot is completely broken. And his passing is nothing spectacular. So what does he do on the offensive level, on the offensive side of the court, that tells you he should be an NBA player? Nothing, right? Now, the argument pushback against that is, well, he's a good defender. And it's like, okay, let's go through it. He's a good on-ball defender. He's a middling/bad off-ball defender. And being a good on-ball defender and a middling off-ball defender does not balance out the scales of him being absolutely disastrous for his team on the offensive side of the court. So I'm good on Sochan. Give me all the Mo Diwara minutes we could possibly get. Woodrow said, Spurs cut him for a reason? Yeah, they did, brother. Yeah, they did. Slim, HAVC, what's up, Slim? Slim Have, what's up, Slim? International, Southside, Jamaica, Queens, New York, let's go. Appreciate you, Slim, appreciate you. Alyssa Lester, what's up, Alyssa? I think I saw somebody else earlier that I didn't shout out. If I missed you, I apologize. Aisha did say, your shirt looks optimistic. Appreciate you, Aisha. GR4M, what's up, GR? Take that back, Sheffy. Sochan is goated. He plays lockdown defense, is an elite scorer. Sure, brother, sure. Spurs just gave up a generationally talented 6'8" wing because he's a great basketball player. Sure. Lewis said Sochan is back up for injury? Injury? Is he coming off an injury? What was the injury he had? All right, here we go. We're back in. It was literally a minute into the quarter, and they had to call the timeout. And coming out of the timeout, the Bucks throw the ball away. All right, 10:40 to go. They get it in the Bridges over Alvarado. Alvarado up top, coming to his right, being guarded by Jang, coming to his right up the Towns screen, pulls it back out, Sims switches onto him, they get over to Towns, Towns catches, pump fakes, down the lane, swings out to Diwara, swings through to his right, he's driving it down, stop, turn in the paint, stops, spins, step through, lefty layup. Oh my goodness, if that shot would have went down, beautiful move from Mo Diwara, fight for the loose ball, Bobby Portis picks it up and then gets fouled by Mo Diwara. Well, how many fouls is that for Mo? It's only his second foul. It's only his second foul, but my goodness is he playing well. My goodness. The confidence. The confidence to even do that and flip it up with the offhand, the left hand, mind you, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Even his misses have me gassing him up. They swing it out to Cam Thomas, pump fakes out of the left corner, down the lane, throws up a tough contested floater, and he rattles it in for Cam Thomas. They get it over to Anunoby in the right corner, swings through down the lane, goes up, leaves it off for Mo. Mo with the layup, can't get the layup. Come on, big Mo. But he does knock the ball loose, and Alvarado picks it up. He dribbles it out to the corner for a three. He can't get it to go. Didn't love that shot from Jose Alvarado. Here comes Craig Porter Jr. turning on the Jets on Mo Diwara. Kicks it in the corner to Thomas. Catches, pump fakes on Anunoby, driving it down in the lane. Gets blocked by Bridges again. And then Towns saves the ball from going out of bounds with the rebound over to Bridges. Bridges leaves it off for Mo. Mo loses the ball on the way up. Oh, no, it got knocked out of bounds. Okay. I was about to say, Mo. I was about to say. You were doing so good. To turn it over to that spot where he had a nice open lane to the basket. Ball got knocked out of his hands. It's going to stay here with the Knicks. Alvarado gets it in the Bridges. Bridges along the right baseline, leaning in against AJ Green. Spins, kicks it up top to Diwara, over to Anunoby. Anunoby coming to his left, hands it off to Alvarado. Over to Diwara. Diwara a three. Can't get it to go. You got to shovel that back to the big Karl Anthony Towns, man. Got to shovel that back over to Big Cat. Didn't love that shot from Mo. Didn't love Alvarado looking over Cat to get it to Mo. Towns picks up a foul trying to stick with Cam Thomas coming off the screen. It'll be side out of bounds for the Bucks here. Kinar said, I think you mean Sochan is a general project rather than generational prospect. Yeah. Yeah. Eros Cararina? Isaiah Gardner, when JB is super aggressive, everyone follows through. I mean, he should not have to be, but I like when he is. Cam Thomas fires up a right wing three over Robinson, can't get it to go. Alvarado picks up the rebound, saves it over to Towns. Over, back to Alvarado, goes all the way down the lane for the easy scoop layup. Nice pass from Bridges. Nice hustle from Alvarado to beat him down the court. We're with the double big lineup, by the way. We got Robinson and Towns in the game. Robinson came in for Diwara. Good minutes for Mo. Fall-away jumper for Kevin Porter Jr. He knocks it down over Bridges. It is 48-34 now. Alvarado has it on the right wing. Being guarded by A.J. Green. Coming to his left off the Towns screen. Over the top pass to Towns. Towns down the lane. Hop step. Floater. Got it to go for Big Cat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Big Cat. Here comes Cam Thomas bringing it down. On the right wing, coming to his left off the screen. Stops. Kicks it up top to Portis. Portis ran off the line by Robinson. Hands it off to Kevin Porter Jr. Spins to his right. Beautiful spinning from Kevin Porter Jr. Fall-away jumper. Got it to go for KPJ. And now they're trading baskets, but the Knicks with a double-digit lead is not a great sign for the Bucks to be trading baskets. Alvarado up top, dancing around the Towns screen, gets it to Towns in the post, spins towards the baseline, gets caught in the air, swings it out to Shamet for an open corner three, and Shamet gets it to go down. Rolled around the rim a little bit, but he ultimately got it to drop down, and the lead jumps up to 19 off the made three. KPJ attacking to his right down the lane, throws a lob up top to Jericho Sims. And shout out Jericho Sims. Once a Knick, always a Knick. He's been playing very well for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's going to hang around the league for a little bit. Alvarado telling Anthony Towns, let's run it again. Run the pick and roll again. Coming to his left, off the Towns screen. Gets it over to Bridges. Lob it down low to Towns. Towns being guarded by Portis, backing him down, backing him down, backing him down. Drop step in the middle of the lane, puts up the low fall-away jumper, can't get it to go. Robinson can't grab the rebound. A.J. Green comes in and steals it away. KPJ pushing it down the other way, down the lane. Scoop play with the left hand, can't get it to go, but he does draw the foul on Landry Shamet, so he'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Mojo, what's up, Mojo? Giannis said, Sims, I always liked his hops and his fro. I like that he played hard. He's a good rebounder. Finishes pretty well around the basket. I'll tell you what, I was more impressed with Jericho Sims during his Knicks tenure than I had been with Huck Porty. I'll tell you that, unfortunately for Huck Porty so far this year. MBM said, once a Knick, except for Hartenstein. He's the exception on my list, I'll tell you that. Boo that man the remainder of his career no matter what happens. Kevin Porter Jr. knocks down both free throws, so it's 53-40. Back to 13 it goes. Robinson has it up top, being guarded by Portis. Gets it over to Alvarado. Alvarado coming to his right up the Robinson screen, stops, spins, kicks it over to Shamet. Shamet coming to his left, off the Robinson screen, dancing with it, coming to his right, steps back, another three for Landry Shamet. In and out, can't get it to go. Robinson with the rebound. Up top to Alvarado. A wide open straightaway three. Knock me that one down. There you go. Jose Alvarado getting up on the board from 3. Lead back up to 16. Here comes Bobby Portis. Portis gets it over to Kuzma, who's going to stop and pop. No, leaves it off at the last second for Bobby Portis. Gets the layup and the foul on Towns. Great pass from Kuzma, who rose up to shoot, and at the last second, let it drop down just enough for Portis to able to grab it over Towns, who's trying to rotate back down under the Portis as everybody was trying to get into position for a rebound. We were thinking they needed to get into position for a rebound. Chris, what's up, Chris? Let's get some other clothes than orange and blue. Love the hat. Some other clothes other than orange and blue? I got the orange and blue on today, brother. What you mean? You don't want me wearing orange and blue? You don't want me supporting the Knicks? Woodrow said Cat's a cone. That one isn't entirely on Cat. Honestly, that was just a really good offensive possession for the Bucks. Portis knocks down the first free throw, or his only free throw off the and one. 56-43. If there's anything to blame Cat about, that's a bad foul there. As he comes out of the game, Josh Hart comes back in. They get over to Brunson, who's also back in. Brunson down the lane, coming to his right, spins, driving it down on Kuzma, fall away mid-range shot, in and out, and stays out for Jalen Brunson. That one halfway down, but it pops back out. Here comes KPJ, who has it up top being chased by Alvarado, comes to his right off the Sims screen. Sims dancing with, Porter dancing with it, gets knocked out of his hands by Mitchell Robinson, and then Josh Hart draws the foul on Bobby Portis, and Hart will go to the foul line for 2 as we are 6 minutes to go here in the second. Chris said, just teasing, love your commentary. Appreciate you, Chris, appreciate you. KNR said steals and a three-point shooting percentage equals NBA player. A lot of young players would do well to learn that. Yeah. I mean, if you could get yourself to a spot where you can become a consistent three-point shooter and provide some level of value on the defensive side of the court, whether it's getting in the passing lane against steals or drawing charges or just being a solid on-ball defender, whatever the case may be, being a good connected team defender, you're gonna be very wealthy and have a very long career. Three-point shooting is the highest valued skill set around the league, but you can't just be a three-point shooter. You need to provide value somewhere else as well. Corey Thorne, what's up, Corey? Bruce Fowler said, cat is cat. They tried to beat some toughness into Cartwright, and that, as we know, was never going to happen. Yeah, but Cartwright's a champion, so. Kuzma, crossed the baseline, lefty layup, got it to go. Blowing past Landry Shamet there. Knicks did knock down both free throws. Hart knocked down both free throws. And then Josh Hart just throws the ball away. Come on, baby. Stop smiling, Josh. Stop smiling. Stop smiling. It's a 13-point game. You were leading by 19. It's a 13-point game now. Come on. Woodrow said, what made you get into commentating? It's a long story, but I was just streaming, and then the Knicks were on. I was like, screw it, I'm going to stream the Knicks game. And then next thing you know, 4 years later, we're here. Turner down the lane against Josh Hart, draws the foul and the layup. He's going to the foul line for one more, can cut it to 10. So after all of that, after all the shot making, Turner has the opportunity to cut it to 10 here. Chris said, you're a stud, Chevy. What do you think Cat's issues are? What do I think Cat's issues are? I mean, they're pretty well documented. Like nobody's wrong when they when they criticize Karl Anthony Towns in the sense that, like, his defense isn't good enough, and all of that. I think this year, honestly, his biggest issue is that he's not knocking down shots that he has consistently knocked down throughout his career. It is the worst three-point percentage of his career by far, even worse than his rookie season. So it's just, like, knocked down. And he's had good open looks from three, and he just hasn't knocked them down with consistency. If he could do that, my goodness, this Knicks offense, which has already been good this season, would flourish. Jalen Brunson winds up with a wide-open right corner three, and he knocks it down. The hottest man on the court ends up with a wide-open three. How does that happen? Also, Turner did knock down that free throw. So it's 61-48. Ryan Rollins driving to his right, down the lane, gets caught in the air, kicks out to Turner. Turner gets it over to KPJ, being guarded by Anunoby. Inside pass to Turner, can't handle the pass, but it finds its way over to A.J. Green for an open three over Anunoby. He can't get it to go. Knicks catching the break with A.J. Green not knocking down his shots tonight. Josh Hart tries to lob it down low to Anunoby, a terrible pass, but he saves it out to Shamet. Open three for Landry Shamet. Got it to go for Big Landry, who's got the touch tonight. Okay, just like that, it's back up to 16. There you go, Knicks. There you go. Way to battle back after giving up the 19-point lead. Anunoby picks the pocket of KPJ. He's going to go the other way and up it to 18. There you go. Right? You took the hit on the Bucks making a little bit of a run there, and you quickly push the lead back up to 18. Love to see that. Love to see that in New York. GR said, thoughts on this Knicks, on the Knicks as a team? The way I phrased it, just to kind of give you a summation of my thoughts real quickly, the way I've always phrased it is, if I were to see it, the way I see it and the way I break it down is you have your true blue contenders, or your favorites, your contenders, and then your dark horse championship contending teams. All right? The Knicks are in those categories. I would put them in the dark horse championship contending team. What that means in terms of being a dark horse contending team is that you can win a championship this year. But a lot's got to go your way. You're going to need some luck on your side, right? You're going to need some injury luck. You're going to need some shooting variance luck. You're going to need some health luck. And you're going to need some matchup luck, some seeding luck, right? You're going to need some luck on your side in order for you to win a championship this year. It could happen, but you need a little bit of luck, right? Some teams need more luck than others. Luck is a part of every championship run. But I think the Knicks, of the contending teams, are going to need a little bit more luck than some of the other teams. Mark said, do you watch F1? I do not. I do not. Apart from the very little that they talk about it on SportsCenter, it's all I pretty much know. And over the years, it's been less and less and less because obviously ESPN and SportsCenter has gotten much worse about talking about sports. But when I was younger, I knew far more than I do now, just because, again, they don't talk about it much. Tennessee, Texas. What's up, Tennessee, Texas? Max Kellerman much? What's up with Max Kellerman? GR said, I completely agree. I mean, they're my favorite team, but I'm not blind to their issues, right? I root for them like heck, but I'm not blind to their issues. They got some issues. Captain Massive said, 34 points so far in the second quarter? Okay, we got 4 minutes to go. Can we score 6 points in 4 minutes? Can we get the fabled 40-point quarter again? It's been a while. We've gotten close. We've had a 39-point quarter, had a 38-point quarter. Kenner said, yup, dark horse, meaning we need health on our team. Yup, injuries to opponents. Yup. But frankly, OKC has been playing amazing, even with multiple stars out, including SGA. So, yeah. Which is why, some of the matchup luck is if OKC gets knocked out before they even get to the finals, right? Which I think could absolutely happen. It could happen in a Spurs matchup. It could happen in a Denver matchup. I even think maybe a Minnesota could knock them off, right? We'll see. Issues are Sochan. Thoughts on OG? You can go to the pregame, brother. We break it down before we do the commentary. If you wanted to go back and rewatch it, I gave my thoughts on where I stand right now on every player in the pregame. We ran down literally every rotation player and even some of the bench guys who aren't in the rotation for the Knicks tonight. Ryan Rollins down the lane, baseline fall-away jumper, off the back rim, can't get it to go. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Brunson saves it over to Josh Hart. Knicks are off and running yet again. Hart pushing the pace, pulls it back out. Over to Towns. Towns up top being guarded by Kuzma. Jab step, coming to his left. Fakes the handoff, hands it off to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it back to Towns. Towns being guarded by Kuzma. Backing him down. Drop step, off glass, got it to go for Big Cat. I love seeing him in the post again. He's now up to 6 points, 3 for 4 from the floor. Feed him in the post a little bit more often. We don't have to force feed it, but just a little bit more often with him in the post. Kevin Porter Jr. down the lane, kicks it out. Turner catches, pump fake, sidestep 3 on the flyby defense from Hart, and he rattles it in because Miles Turner does not miss against the Knicks. He's 5 for 6 from the floor tonight for 15 points. Of course, Miles Turner. This is one of his better games lately. Of course, it's going to come against the Knicks because it always comes against the Knicks. He loves playing against the Knicks. Kick it out to Anunoby in the right corner, being guarded by A.J. Green. Jab step, coming to his left. Step back, pump fake, cross-court pass. Josh Hart, wide open, left wing 3. Can't get it to go, but I love that you shot it, big dog. I love that you shot it. Kevin Porter Jr. bringing it down, 68-51. The Bucks are in the bonus for the final 3 minutes here. Kevin Porter Jr. has it up top, swings it over to Rollins, back to KPJ. He's got Towns on him. Pull up 3, got it to go. Battle for the rebound. Anunoby boxing out Turner, ball knocked loose, and Brunson picks it up. Brunson bringing it down, over to Shamit. Cross-court pass to Anunoby, wide open, pump fakes, blows past Turner, kicks it out, Josh Hart, wide open for yet another 3. You got to knock this one down, comes up short. Battle for the rebound. Rollins with the rebound, comes flying in. Here comes Ryan Rollins, bringing it down, in and out dribble, swings through, down the lane. Wild layup, can't get it to go, but the foul is called on Brunson. Brunson can't believe the foul call. I will say we got, 2:20 to go in the second quarter. We'll tick down our clock here. It's not feeling great that they're going to get that 40-point quarter. What are they at right now? Oh, they only have 30. You're hyping me up for no reason. They got 30. So you said they had 34. You got 30 points in the quarter. Rollins knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Reno Biz. What's up, Reno? Kuz 2 for 2. Shoot, bro. Yeah, Kuzma. 2 for 2 from the floor. 1 rebound, 1 assist. I mean, he's not really the kind of guy to create offensively for himself a lot, so does have Anunoby on him in a lot of instances. Don loves D. What's up, Don? Rollins does miss the second free throw. Why is my timer stopping? Go, timer, go. Brunson has it up top. Approaching the 2-minute mark here. Shamit gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby up top. Directing traffic, coming to his right at the town screen, putting his head down, attacking, tries to shovel it into Josh Hart, picks up the wild ball, steps back, a straightaway three over Turner, can't get it to go. Long rebound, Josh Hart chases it down, putting his head down, attacking, takes a bump, flips it up, can't get it to go, but they call a blocking foul before the shot attempt. So the foul on the floor, and the Knicks are not in the bonus, so it should be side out of bounds for the Knicks here. And Josh Hart can't believe it. Brian Jacobs, what's up, Brian Jacobs? Keenar said, I can't listen to ESPN at all. They are so bad. Yeah. I've even completely stopped listening to the ESPN radio, when I'm driving. Can't even listen to that anymore, especially since they took it off of FM. They lob it into Towns, and he gets fouled by Sims. So Towns, now that puts them in the bonus. So Towns is going to get free throws. Bad foul from Sims. They were just trying to inbound it to Towns. Sean of a gun, what's up, Sean? New game, take a shot every time Sheffy forgets to start the clock. I don't know, bro. That's a dangerous game to play. That's a dangerous game to play. You know I'd be forgetting. Woodrow Wilson said, what NFL team do you cheer for? I'm a very casual football fan. So when I was a kid, I would cheer for the Tennessee Titans because they had Eddie George, and he was my favorite player to watch. But now, I just kind of, I'll root for whatever New York team is most fun to root for, I guess. So right now, I guess is the Giants. But I have no affiliation to either football team. Towns knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Towns knocked the first one down. Knocks the second one down. There you go, Big Cat. Back up to 18 it goes. Under 2 minutes to go here. Ryan Rollins bringing it down against Shamit. Rollins coming to his left. Pull up three for Ryan Rollins. Knocks it down. Ryan Rollins continues to be hot from the perimeter with his jump shooting. Brunson bringing it down. Coming to his left off a high Town screen. Brunson behind the back. Pass to Towns. Pass fake. Driving to his right. Steps through down the lane, draws the foul, can't get the lefty layup to go, but Towns will go to the foul line for two. And I love Brunson hitting Towns there, the trailer coming off the high screen. They should do that far more often than they do, especially considering the fact that teams tend to guard Jalen Brunson full court. If Brunson is going to bring the ball down, if they don't go the route of having another ball handler out there or asking Bridges or Josh Hart to bring the ball down, if Brunson is going to bring the ball down against backcourt pressure, have Karl-Anthony Towns at a high screen like that at half court, and then have him trail with the big man now forced to either help out and switch on him or play and drop, because now you're forcing mismatches all over the court, and then you could hit Karl-Anthony Towns as either trailer if the big is going to play and drop, or just get it to him on the mismatch if the guard switches onto him, and now Towns can attack from the top and attack down low as the big man can't come off to help because now he's switched on to Karl-Anthony Towns. I'm just saying. How crazy that is not a thing that they consistently go to. Towns knocks down 2 more free throws. He's now up to 10 points. Rollins bringing it down. Coming to his right off the Turner screen. Anunoby switches onto him. Rollins has it up top. Crosses over to his right. Brunson switches onto him. Steps back to his left. Kicks over to Turner. Hits the pump fake and draws the foul on Josh Hart. And they say it was a foul on the floor anyway, but it is 2 free throws because they're in the bonus. Judges that said Cat 10 looks like a second we needed from him. I mean, it's a really nice all-around scoring. Josh Hart, by the way, had 10 points in the first quarter. He's got 2 points in this quarter. He's 4 for 10 from the floor. I like that he's shooting the 3, and he's not hesitating on it, but this is really aggressive ghost coverage that they're playing on Josh Hart. Like, they are leaving him wide open from 3. Turner misses the first free throw, does knock down the second free throw. A minute to go. Brunson bringing it down against Kuzma. Bring Towns up to set that screen. Why do we not do that? Why do we have Josh Hart setting the screen in the backcourt? Brunson coming to his left off the Hart screen. Driving it down, crossing over. Mid-range pull-up jumper for Brunson. Comes up short. Jericho Sims the rebound. Here comes Ryan Rollins. Rollins up top, coming to his left. Dancing with it, coming to his right off the Sims screen. Foul line, kicks out to Kuzma. Swings through to his left, across the baseline, pump fake. Gets Towns in the air. Doesn't get the foul call, though, as Towns went straight up. He snags the rebound. Over to Brunson. Over to Hart. To 3-on-2. Over to Shamet. In transition, a pull-up three. Another one. Another one. Landry Shamet has had the touch tonight. He's got 12 points and 4 made threes for Landry Shamet. My goodness, 4 for 5 from the field. Brunson's 10 for 13, ridiculous. He only has 3 points in this quarter, though. Only made 1 3. Hasn't taken too many shots, 10 for 13. He was 9 for 10 at the end of the first, so he's only taken 4 more shots. Turner, jab steps and pump fakes, and he gets Anunoby up in the air. Anunoby has been jumping all over the place. He's waving at his bench the challenge, but they're not going to give it to him. Is this 3 free throws or 2 free throws? Turner, pump fake. That's going to be 2 free throws for Miles Turner. And I let my timer tick down. But we have 12 seconds to go. Has a body? What's up, Hez? Jalen Brunson get injured? No. He did not. Don't even put that bad juju out there, brother. Turner misses yet another free throw. We love to see that. Love to see that. Joseph says 75 at half. Game over early for the Bucks. 75 at half is pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. The Knicks will have one more possession, though, with 12 seconds to go here. Turner misses the first free throw. OG Anunoby's got 3 fouls. Turner does knock down the second free throw. Brunson bringing it down. Brunson comes off the high screen from Towns, leaves it off for Towns. Towns attacking down the lane, takes a bump, layup, got it to go for Karl-Anthony Towns. No foul call, a lot of contact. But like I said, the exact play we just talked about. Karl-Anthony Towns setting the high screen in the back as Brunson bringing the ball down the floor because they're pressuring him. And guess what? Brunson just hits him as the trailer. And instead of just stopping and popping, now he's got a lane he could drive it against, and he finishes going downhill. Crazy, crazy, crazy what happens when you involve your 2 best players in a play. Ain't it crazy what happens? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. 77 first half points now. Beautiful. Love to see it. 77-57 at the end of the first half. 77 first half points for the New York Knicks. Let's look at it. Let's take a look at it. Let's bounce around a little bit here. Let's move this over here. I'm going to pull this up. So the Knicks scored. Come on. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Kianara said we put up 39. You got to be kidding me. 38 first quarter points. And then they scored 39? They better score 40 in this third. They better score 40 in the third then. 38 and then 39 is crazy. Give me a 40-point quarter. My goodness. The Tucci, what's up, Tucci? Will Bridges get 12 points? That's all I need? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how much he has to play here in the second half with how much of a blowout this game is preparing to be. 20-point lead at halftime for the Knicks. And they can't miss. The only guy who can miss is Josh Hart. Brian Jacobs said, I'm guessing the Knicks will set out the starters in the second half so no one gets injured. No. They'll definitely play their guys. No matter what the score is. They'll play a regular rotation in the third quarter. They'll probably start some of their starters to start the fourth, and then pull them out early in the fourth, depending on what the score is. Maybe the Bucks, it's only a 20-point lead. Maybe the Bucks come back and make the Knicks have to play a full game. So we'll see. Gay Hazy, did you see him kick out the leg on Hart, Trae Young move? The Turner foul? The foul that Turner got? Kind of is what it is, unfortunately. Ahmed said, Coach Sheffy? I mean, I'm just, what I'm seeing, they ran that, and it worked. It's not like I came up with it, and it's not like it's a new strategy. Teams utilize that all the time. But I'm just saying, ain't it crazy what happens when you utilize your 2 best players, especially your 2 best offensive players who are incredible offensive basketball players. Ain't it crazy what happens when you utilize both of them in a play? Ain't it crazy what happens? Ain't it crazy the kind of shots you can come up with? Captain Massive said, Hart needs to play better. Easy to say from here. It is easy to say from here when we're watching from the sidelines, but let's do it. Let's look at the box score, then we'll go over the team stats, then we'll go around the league. The Pistons and the Cavs are locked in a tight one. OG Anunoby, 6 points. Okay. 2 for 3 from the field. He's not being too aggressive offensively, looking for his own shot. Oh, okay. I'm not going to kill him for that. Mikal Bridges, only 2 points. 1 for 2 from the field. He has yet to take a 3. Okay. 3 assists, though. A steal, 2 blocks for Mikal. He's having an impact defensively here. Cool, great, yeah. Awesome. The Wings, not hooping today. But honestly, this is why you have the team that you have. Because if Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby don't have it going, Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns should be enough. And so far tonight, it's led to a 20-point lead. And also, OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges have both played very good defense so far tonight. So that's that, especially Mikal Bridges. Shout out to him for that. They played excellent defense tonight. It may not be their offensive night, so I like that they're at least not forcing it. I would like to see them get involved a little bit more than just 5 total shot attempts between the two of them in the first half. But again, if it's not your night, don't force it. Especially if Karl-Anthony Towns and especially Jalen Brunson have it going the way that they have it going. Just kind of find your spots, fill in where you can. Again, 3 assists from Mikal is nice. 3 assists for OG Anunoby is nice. So they're moving the ball around. They're being ball movers, not necessarily trying to commandeer the offense too much. So I like it. Again, I'd like a little bit more than 2 points and 6 points, but not bad. Not going to kill them for it. Overall, they're playing well, so I'm not going to kill them for it. Hard to do it in a 20-point game. Ahmed said you got the vision, though. Appreciate you, brother. Hubian said, what's happening with Mitchell Robinson? Let's take a look at his stats. 0s across the board, or 0 points. Does have 1 rebound for Mitch, so not his greatest night tonight. Also 3 assists for Mitchell Robinson. I will say Mitch is at his best when he's grabbing offensive rebounds. He does have 1 offensive rebound so far tonight. He's at his best when he's grabbing offensive rebounds. It's hard to grab an offensive rebound if the Knicks are making everything. There's just not a lot of offensive rebounds to go around. So his best skill is kind of mitigated by the fact that the Knicks are just playing too well. But he's been solid defensively. Nothing too stand out from Big Mitch, who has a steal and a block, right? So he's doing the other thing he does well, which is play well defensively, a steal and a block. He has 1 offensive rebound, but there's not a ton of offensive rebounds to go around for him to battle for because the Knicks aren't really missing a ton. So there's that. Yeah, he could play better, sure. The Knicks could look for him on the lobs or rolling to the rim off the screens and whatnot, but that's not necessarily the thing that makes him special. The thing that makes him special is his defense and his rebounding, and the rebounding hasn't been too necessary tonight. So he's just doing his thing on the defensive side of the ball. He's playing well. Keenar said, we're up 20, don't need to be looking at the box score and scratching the head on Mitch. Yeah, I mean, it's not even like again, there's not rebounds to go around. He has a steal, he has a block. The eye test matches what we've seen in the sense that he's playing well. He's just not doing a whole lot in terms of like putting up counting stats. But that's not the thing that determines if a player's playing well. He has 3 assists as well, though. By the way, obviously a lot of them coming off of handoff situations. He did hit Brunson with a nice backdoor pass earlier in the game. He did do that. Shout out Big Mitch for the backdoor pass. We rarely see that from Big Mitch. But yeah, he's got 3 assists. That's got to be like close to a career high for Big Mitch. But no, he's playing fine. Mo Diwara, looking at the box score here, 1 for 5 from the field. Definitely did not feel like 1 for 5. Actually, towards the end of his stint there, in his 8 minutes, he played 8 straight minutes. By the way, my guy Mo Diwara. And this should just be flat out the rotation: Mo Diwara, Jose Alvarado, Landry Shamet, Mitchell Robinson, and that's it. If it were me, I'd have Landry Shamet in the starting lineup because of this exactly right here. 4 for 5 from 3. Have 5 shooters out there in your starting lineup and watch teams really struggle to guard you. And then guess what? When they're scratching their head and they're tired and they're huffing and puffing because that ball's swinging around and Anunoby's a threat from 3 and Bridges is a threat from 3 and Brunson's a threat from 3 and Towns is a threat from 3 and Shamet is a threat from 3. And they're huffing and puffing and they bring in their bench guys. Then you put in the chaos engine. Then you put in Josh Hart off the bench and really watch your team soar. But instead, we got to have Josh Hart in the starting lineup because his ego is too fragile for him to come off the bench. It is what it is. As long as it works out for the Knicks in the long run, it's always going to bother me that we just can't bring Josh Hart off the bench. Literally, the minutes distribution does not have to change. Just the guys you go up against do. And it'll also maximize our offense overall in terms of maximizing Karl-Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson by spreading the court as much as possible by putting three-point shooters out there. But kind of is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, I prefer Deuce McBride starting lineup, but obviously Deuce McBride is out with injury. Rob Hernandez with the Rob. Hart plays worse off the bench. Yeah, he plays worse off the bench because his ego is too fragile for him to come off the bench. He gets too butthurt about it. He should fully embrace coming off the bench, going up against bench units. Fully embrace it. Fully embrace it. He's going to get the same amount of minutes. Why can't he not come off the bench and go up against bench units? He should be better. He should be better. And the reason why I'm pointing to it's got to be Josh Hart's ego in the way of why he can't come off the bench is because, number one, he started the year coming off the bench. And number two, between Tom Thibodeau, who's a very smart basketball mind. Well, however you feel about Tom Thibodeau, guess what? Tom Thibodeau watches more film than everybody here combined. Between everybody in the chat, between me, Tom Thibodeau watches far more film than all of us combined. So the fact, like, he sees the same thing we see in terms of teams sagging off Josh Hart and the Knicks essentially having to play 4-on-5 offense. And don't get me wrong, I love Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart. This is not a get Josh Hart off my team kind of rant at all. It's just change the where he plays on the court. Bring him off the bench, right? So between Tom Thibodeau and now Mike Brown, who's also a very smart basketball mind, who watches a ton of film, who dives into the numbers, you're telling me between those two brilliant basketball minds that they have both completely ignored the limitations that Josh Hart brings to the lineups in which he's in. We could be maximizing Josh Hart's impact while also maximizing the starter's impact. Josh Hart would be better served coming off the bench in certain lineup configurations going up against bench units versus being in the starting lineup and being completely ghost covered. Playing alongside his buddies because he just doesn't want to come off the bench for whatever reason or feel some type of way about coming off the bench. You got paid, Josh. You got paid. You're going to get paid again because we want you on the Knicks. I want you retiring a New York Knick, Josh. Just maybe not as a starter. Brian Jacobs said his energy is static electricity. Is only going to get you so far. When the Knicks play the upper echelon teams in the NBA, and we've seen it for 3 seasons now since Josh Hart's been a Knick. We've seen it. When the Knicks play the upper echelon teams in the league, between the Celtics, or the Cavs, or this year the Pistons, or the Thunder, they all play the Knicks the exact same way. They put their center, their center is tasked with guarding Josh Hart, and the center refuses to guard Josh Hart. Right? They stand in the paint. And if Josh Hart wants to shoot threes all night, they're going to let him shoot threes. Because of this right here. He's a 40% three-point shooter, but the numbers do not add up to that. Because he's shooting almost exclusively wide open threes tonight. One of them was a tough contested step-back three that he shot against Miles Turner with the shot clock winding down. So let's scrape that one out of that he missed. So let's pull that one out of the calculus. He's 2 for 6 from 3 on wide open three-point attempts. 2 for 6. Right? You know what that is? That is 33% from three-point range, which is much closer to his career averages. And it is not a I hate Josh Hart type of rant. It's simply, let's change up the lineup configurations to maximize Josh Hart's impact while also maximizing the starting five's impact between Anunoby, Towns, Bridges, and Brunson. Keenar said, I think many Knicks fans think Josh is better off the bench. He should be. He should be. He should be. Josh Hart is a starting caliber player who would dominate bench units with his effort, his energy, his enthusiasm, his rebounding capability, just his skill. Like sometimes we talk about Josh Hart as if he's only effort and energy. Like, no, he's a really skilled basketball player, right? But the thing he needs to be skilled at, three-point shooting, he's just not. It's just not. So it limits the kind of impact he could have offensively. And smart teams defend the Knicks in a certain way where they completely ignore Josh Hart on the three-point line and they effectively guard the Knicks 4-on-5. So it limits the impact Towns could have. It limits the impact Jalen Brunson could have. Now, those guys are so supremely talented offensively that they could overcome those kind of limitations and still put up their numbers and still put up their points and still put up their, rebounds and assist numbers and all of the things. But making those guys have to overcome that obstacle is a detriment to the overall ceiling that this team could have. Brian Jacobs said, I don't like Josh Hart. I was talking about Obi Toppin, just saying. Okay. Josh Hart cares more about getting home and getting back to his Call of Duty tournament. He has given up not given up, but he doesn't really play video games anymore to that level, brother, since he's had kids. Simon Joss said, who would you start for him? Fully healthy, I start Deuce McBride. But with Deuce McBride injured, I start Landry Shamet. I would just get another three-point shooter out there. And here's the thing. 3-4 minutes into the game, pull him out, put Josh Hart in. It's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't even mind Josh Hart starting, but it's also weird to start him 3 minutes into the game, pull Josh Hart out. Just start Landry Shamet so we could start our offense the right way, and then put Josh Hart in to give us some energy if we need it. He should be the first guy off the bench. Keenar said, so Josh is a slightly below average three-point shooter. Teams should not be able to sag off, yet they do. Because he's not really a slightly below average three-point shooter. Because he's getting wide open looks. Wide open looks. He's a 39% three-point shooter. Think about it. If Landry Shamet got wide open looks, my guy would be a 50% three-point shooter by percentage, right? If McBride got the wide open looks that Josh Hart got because teams would refuse to guard him, he would be a 50% three-point shooter. He'd be shooting 50% from three percentage-wise on the season if he got the type of looks that Josh Hart has. The reason Josh Hart is shooting 40% from three this year, number one, it's low volume, and number two, he's only taking them if he's completely standstill wide open. Keenar said he's a 34.7% three-point shooter. He is, Kinahara, but on wide open looks. So that's not an indication of you being a good three-point shooter if on wide open looks you shoot 34%. That's not a slightly below average three-point shooter because the context of his three-point shots are not the same as the other guys who are legit three-point shooters. By the way, Cleveland's up by 5 on Detroit right now. We didn't go around the league. We were too busy ranting about Josh Hart. Shout out my guy, Josh Hart. Starscream Edits. What's up, Starscream? Mikal Bridges is overpaid. I don't think he's overpaid. The Knicks overpaid in compensation to trade for him, but I don't think his contract is overpaid at all. But he performs better in the playoffs, so still shouldn't be paid that much. I don't think his contract is an issue at all. I think he's perfectly paid with his contract. The Celtics are blowing out the Nets now. To be expected. Anunoby lines up a left corner three. Got it to go. We love to see that. There you go, OG. There you go, brother. There you go. There's the 3. Then he's up to 9. Now he's up to 9. Or 12. He's up to 9. He's about to hit another 3. I can see it over here. I got spoiled. AJ Green fires up 3. Got it to go. He responds right back to the 3 of his own. Just that said Cavs and Pistons, not much defending happening. Really? Obviously, I'm not watching the game. Josh Hart has it up top, gets it over to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. Cavs are missing a bunch of their starters, though. I saw no Donovan Mitchell, right? Brunson in the right wing, gets it over to Josh Hart. Driving to his left, gets to the paint, gets caught in the air, swings it around. Anunoby, a wide open straightaway 3 OG. 2 in a row. There it is. Yes, sir. We got spoiled on that. We knew that was coming. Brian said, it's not what they are paying him as the 5 first-round picks. Yep, that's exactly what it is. AJ Green gets it over to Turner. Ran off the line by OG Anunoby. He pulls it back up. Fakes the handoff. Great denial defense between Anunoby and Bridges. They try to get it to Rollins. Ball knocked loose. Rollins able to pick it up. Shot clock winding down to 5. Rollins has to go one-on-one here against Bridges. Crossing over to his right. Driving it down. Sidestep. Pump fake. Now puts it up. And they call a travel on Ryan Rollins. Excellent defense from Mikal Bridges tonight. Excellent defense from him tonight. Brian said, no James Harden either. Yeah, we got to see what's going to go on with James Harden. He broke his thumb on Jalen Brunson's face. AP reminding people of the like button. Appreciate you, AP. If you guys are enjoying the show so far, hit that like button. They get it over to Anunoby, get it over to Towns. Reverse layup against Turner. Can't get it to go. Towns was looking for the foul call. He didn't get it. They're going to credit Turner with a block, I assume, there. Here comes Kevin Porter Jr. driving it down, gets into the paint, they kick it out to Kuzma, left corner three for Kuzma, got it to go. Kyle Kuzma is perfect, 3 for 3 from the floor. Cuts it back to 20. 83 to 63, 10, 11 to go. I forgot to start the timer. I started the third quarter. My apologies. We're a minute behind, but we'll catch up. Anunoby fires up a left corner three. He responds right back. OG Anunoby, 3 straight threes in the second half here. This is exactly what you want to see from OG, who's very quiet the past couple of games. He's up to 15 points. I love that. He's got no rebounds, though. I don't love that. Kevin Porter Jr. leaves it off for Kuzma, catches, pump fake down the lane, foul line, pump fakes again, spins, fall away, foul line jumper, can't get it to go. But they call a foul on Towns. That's not great. It's not great. That is Karl-Anthony Towns' third foul. 3 fouls on Towns, 3 fouls on Anunoby, 2 on Bridges, or 2 on Hart, 0 on Bridges, 1 on Brunson. As far as the Bucks go, 2 on Turner, 2 on Porter Jr., 1 on Green, 1 on Rollins. So nobody really on their side in foul trouble. OG Anunoby and Karl-Anthony Towns threatening to be in foul trouble here. Kuzma. Love to see the opponents miss free throws every single time. We'll never not love it. We'll never not love it. David Oz Jr. said, for the Knicks to be great, it's Brunson's job to get OG going offensively every night. Brunson gets some wide open looks. David, it's up to OG Anunoby to actually knock down his open looks. We went through it in the pregame. He's shooting under 35% from three-point range. That's not good enough. He's supposed to be a knockdown three-point shooter. He's getting good open looks. Brunson's setting him up perfectly fine. It's not up to Brunson for him to shoot the ball and make the ball for OG Anunoby. Brunson can pass him the ball all he wants. He's got to knock him down at some point. Don't bail out that guy just because you want to criticize Brunson. He's doing a great job of setting him up. OG Anunoby with the two-handed slam. But you got to make shots on the other end. Kuzma knocked down his free throw. It's 88 to 64 now. Kevin Porter Jr. down the lane, kicks out to a wide open Kyle Kuzma, who then knocks down the three. He's phenomenal tonight so far. Kyle Kuzma can't miss. Keenar said, yeah, OG needs to shoot 39% from three at least. At least 39%. At least. The guy was a 41% three-point shooter to start the year and then fell off a cliff, still getting the same quality of looks he did to start the year. Anunoby a sidestep three now. Can't get that one to go. Battle on the glass. Towns keeping it alive, but then Ryan Rollins comes over for the rebound. Get it over to KPJ. What's the score now? 88 to 67. KPJ down the lane. Scoop play with the right hand against Josh Hart. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Hart. KPJ wanted the foul. Anunoby over to Josh Hart. Down the lane. Kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson right corner three in transition. Can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound. Rollins ends up with it. Hit ahead to Kevin Porter Jr. Down the lane. Putting his head down, attacking. And a foul on Josh Hart out on the perimeter before he got the shot up. David said it's also mental, too. Just put the ball in the basket, brother. Just put the ball in the basket. And a technical on Jalen Brunson. He wanted the foul call on his right corner three as he got knocked to the floor. I didn't see the contact. I did see him fall to the floor. Brunson very upset. He wanted the foul. He didn't get it. So the free throw for A.J. Green here got it to go. They're going to show the Brunson 3 replay here. And he lands on the foot of A.J. Green. Should be a foul. Wasn't a foul. Also, the subscription, I forgot to shout it out. Appreciate you. A 3 for Kuzma, another one. He throws up an air ball this time. Brian Jacobs said, Allen's going off because Duren has to pay attention to Mobley. It's like a 2v1 because Tobias isn't worth the nickel. I did hear from a Cleveland beat reporter about how Cleveland tends to play very well against Detroit. I think that'd be a tough matchup for Detroit come playoff time. I think that's their worst matchup in the playoffs. Bridges missed the floater, driving towards the rim or cutting to the rim. Kuzma, the lefty layup against Towns, got it to go. Kyle Kuzma getting unlocked here. Don't love that. 18-point lead now. Hit ahead to Bridges, quickly going to the basket. Scoop layup, can't get it to go. Bridges now complaining that he wanted a foul call on his drive to the rim. I like Bridges actually going to the rim. Transition 3 for Turner, can't get it to go. Towns with the rebound. Gets it over to Anunoby. I like Bridges actually going to the basket, but he hasn't hit any. I think he's hit 1 or 2 of those layups. Anunoby then turns the ball over. Come on, OG. Doing too much, brother. You're doing too much. Trying to bring it down and then set up the offense, that's not your role, big dog. It's not your role. A.J. Green will fire up a 3, and he got it to go over Towns as Towns did a really poor job of getting out to him. A really poor job of getting out to him. That's A.J. Green. Towns just guarding him as if he's like Miles Turner or something. Towns not recognizing who he's guarding. Brunson very upset. Ooh, very upset. He's sarcastically clapping at the officials. Don't pick up a second technical foul, Jalen Brunson. You're going to ruin the night. Don't ruin the night. Just that's an undrafted A.J. Green. Undrafted A.J. Green. Keenar said Jared Allen is invisible unless James Harden is playing point. Generally, yes. Generally, I mean, you could say that about Jared Allen in comparison to him playing. Like, he's a play finisher. You know, like that's his role. That's what he does. He's one of the better play finishers in the NBA at the big man position. He sets good screens and he rolls. He's a great roller. He's got great feel for when and how to roll. That's a skill that's under talked about, like how to roll to the basket. It's not just setting the screen and then going towards the basket. It's like staying level with the ball handler, knowing their cadence to their rhythm, understanding how the defense is guarding them, whether they're hedging hard or whatnot, and where to position yourself to receive the pass. He's really good and really smart and really intuitive at that as a roller. And he just needs a pick and roll partner to get him the ball in those spots, right? Like that's his play style. And he played extremely well with Garland, but Garland's been in and out of the rotation or in and out of the lineup with injury. And so he really struggled this year without a pick and roll partner. And it's not a coincidence that when James Harden gets to the team, he picks his play right back up. Kerwin Nixon, what's up, Kerwin? 5 darn draft picks. Yep. It was West Asia 1 TV Advanced Tech. Appreciate you, West Asia. Thank you for the subscription. Hope you're having a good time tonight. Keenar said, but Garland was terrible getting the ball. I disagree. I think maybe this year for sure because he was in and out of the lineup with injury and just could never find a rhythm. But I think generally he was really good. He's been really good throughout his career. Like he and the Jared Allen pick and roll has been phenomenal throughout their career in total. Just that said, Cade Green Light, Brooks, is he bricking it up? Brian said, security's escorting a fan out of the game. Dennis Schroeder being held back. There's a lot going on tonight. Whoa. Oh, it's only 7. I thought it was 183. But only 7-point lead for the Cavs here with under half to go. Under half of the fourth quarter to go. Miss Mar, what's up, Miss Mar? Nick Yak said, who we blaming? We have 88 points. We're not blaming anybody. Well, we are criticizing some of the things we're seeing. Could be better. Jared Allen with 21, Mobley with 20. Jalen Duren with 22. Tobias Harris with only 7. Cade with what? Cade bringing it up. No, he's 10 for 19 from the floor. 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 turnovers as usual. Cade turning the ball over. All right, here we go. Back into it. Bridges attacking, throws up the floater. Got it to go. There you go. McHale getting to finish in the paint that time. Not settling for the fall-away jumpers. Actually going to the rim. This time, it's with the floater, and he converts. Rollins hands it off to Green, and a moving screen on Ryan Rollins. Brunson draws the foul there. Sometimes whining works. Sometimes. Brunson's, we'll call it communications he's had with the officials. Gets the foul call there. Joe said, my stream is lagging? In what way? Like, am I behind or is my stream stuttering? Which lagging are we talking about? Brunson bringing it down. Brunson gets it over to Shamit, inside the Towns. Towns in the high post. Being guarded by Turner. Bump Euro, throws it up with the right-hand floater. Way off on that one. Rebound for Kuzma. Towns wants the foul call, doesn't get it. Here comes Kuzma bringing it down. Kuzma has it up top, hands it off to Turner. Turner hands it off to Kevin Porter Jr. Inside the Turner, gets fouled by Josh Hart as Turner was cutting to the rim. Nice delivery from Kevin Porter Jr. and Turner will go to the foul line for 2. It's already a 17-point game. Cut it to 15 here. Stuttering? Anybody else seeing the stutter? Anything on my side? On my side, or is it Joseph's side? No stuttering in general, but you do freeze for a bit every 15 minutes or so? Huh. My CPU going off? My CPU's not going off. I should be fine. Nothing on my side is telling me that something is wrong. So the stream is healthy here. Bitrate seems fine. Huh. Not sure why that's happening. I'm looking at our settings here. Nothing seems to be messing up on my side. Interesting. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on the health of the stream, guys. Turner split the free throws. You love to see that. Love to see miss free throws. Anunoby driving it down. Step back. Mid-range fall-away jumper. Got it to go for OG. The jump shot going down for OG Anunoby tonight. There you go, OG. We back up to 16. Or 18. My bad. I can't do math. Green has it on the left wing, attacking Brunson off the bounce to kick it out to KPJ. KPJ up top being guarded by Anunoby. Brunson's going to switch on to him. He's going to drive it down. He's going to spin off of him. Gets into the lane to kick it out to Kuzma. Swings it out to Turner for a deep right wing three. And Turner rattles in and out halfway down, but he can't get it to stay. Towns with the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Crosses over in the lane. Kicks it out. Mo Diwara doesn't want to take the three. He wants to set up the offense here. And Towns draws the foul, trying to come down the court. Kevin Porter Jr. comes in with arms high. Makes contact. Jason said, it's fine. I'll keep an eye on it. Everything on my end seems to be working as usual. But if something is wrong, it should pop up here. So I'll keep an eye on it for the remainder of the stream. Brunson has it up top. 18-point game. 5:30 to go. Robinson is back in the game here. Brunson driving it down. Pump fake, spins, fall away, mid-range jump shot. Bouncing on the rim, can't get it to go. Robinson battling on the glass for the rebound, can't grab it. Here comes Kuzma off the rebound. Kuzma attacking to his left on Diwara, to the rim, lefty layup. Can't get it to go. Just slides off the side of the rim. KPJ picks it up, gets the ball knocked out of his hands by Shamit. Everybody diving on the floor for it. The ball is loose, and Brunson's going to end up with it. Brunson's going to bring it down against Kevin Porter Jr., has it on the left wing. Brunson, quick crossover to his left, in the lane, half spin, stop, turn, fall-away jumper along the baseline, got it to go. JB looks angry now after a couple of no calls that the officials didn't give him. And he looks angry now. He's kind of hunting his shots now. 11 for 16, he's up to 27. His first basket of the quarter here. KPJ dancing with it against Shamit. Great defense from Shamit. He's going to settle for the mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Good boxing out from Mo Diwara on Jericho Sims, who's been a very good offensive rebounder here in Milwaukee, especially these past couple of weeks. Anunoby feels the contact, flips it up at the rim. He does get the foul call, so I believe he'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws here, unless they say it's a foul on the floor. Indy Afro, what's up, Indy Afro? Dudge B, what's up, Dudge B? Andy Afro said, should the Knicks play their second stringers already? Not yet. Not yet. Couple of made threes from their starters. If you put your bench in too early, suddenly you're back into a basketball game and you got to tell the starters to come back in and close it out. You don't want to see that. So you're going to play a regular rotation going into the fourth quarter, see where you stand. You'll play a regular rotation to start the fourth quarter, see where you stand, then around probably halfway through the fourth, maybe the 7-minute mark, depending on how big the blowout is when you start considering putting in your end-of-the-bench guys. Brunson knocks down both free throws. Raymond said, can't blame him. Those fouls hurt. Yeah, high chance of injury on a lot of those plays that he was asking for foul calls on. Kuzma has, that three-point shot really got him hot. That's when he picked up his technical. Kuzma swings it out to Green. Extra pass to KPJ. KPJ being switched onto by Robinson. Has it up top. KPJ dancing with it, crosses over, step back, jumper over Robinson, created the space and got the shot to go down. Nice rhythm dribble and step back three for Kevin Porter Jr. They wish Michael Porter Jr. For Kevin Porter Jr. there. Brunson up top, coming to his left. Brunson gets it over to Shamit on the right wing. Shamit being guarded by Kuzma. Shamit coming to his right. Wide open pull-up three for Shamit. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Kevin Porter Jr. ends up with it. Here comes KPJ driving it down. In the lane. Stops. Kicks it out to Kuzma. Kuzma, across the lane. Pump fake, spins. Pump fake, spins. Pump fake, spins. Kicks it over to KPJ along the baseline. Gets caught under the rim. And Mitchell Robinson knocks the pass out of bounds. Good defense between Anunoby, Robinson, and Shamit there. Mark said Kuzma shot one from a mile away. Just that taxidermy. The Bucks are kind of getting smacked up a little bit here tonight. But the Knicks only keeping it around 20. Could be a higher lead here for the Knicks. They get it over to Kuzma. Kuzma, the logo three, got it to go. Because, of course, Kyle Kuzma, he can't miss when he plays the Knicks. Nobody can miss when they play the Knicks. They see orange and blue and they think, oh, it's my time to shine. Brunson coming to his left, off the Robinson screen over to Diwara, who takes the lane, kicks it out to Mikal Bridges. Excellent play from Mo Diwara, and Mikal Bridges responds by giving him the assist. What a play by Mo Diwara. And they call it a long two. Come on, Bridges, get that toe behind the line. That's an incredible play by Mo. Not to gas up Mo Diwara too much because he drove and kicked it to the corner. But he drove to his left and then got caught in the air and kicked it, swung it along the baseline there to Bridges, relocating for that three. Beautiful. A.J. Green with the three, can't get it to go. Mo Diwara knocks the ball loose. But Robinson can't grab it. Sims kicks it out to Kuzma. He can't get it to go. Now Robinson finally clears it with the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Crosses over again. Swings through down the lane. Stops. And then ultimately gets fouled by KPJ. And a timeout for the Milwaukee Bucks with 2:40 to go. Fumpe said, how come you didn't go on your pump fake rant after that? Do I have a pump fake rant? I don't have a pump fake rant. I don't think I've ever ranted about pump fakes. Mari said, you'll see. See? Yeah. Kuzma, 6 for 10 for the floor. He's up to 17 points after a really quiet first half. So now he's getting it going. Still an 18-point lead for the Knicks, but Kuzma's explosion here in the third quarter is part of the reason why they haven't been able to extend the lead any further than that. D. Grant, what's up, D. Grant? What's the recipe? What are we cooking tonight, D. Grant? I don't know. We got buck. We got buck on the grill, though. We serving up some venison. That's what it's looking like. Fumpe said, didn't you do the pump fake animation? Oh, yeah, but that wasn't a rant. That was just... sometimes the pump fake from Kuzma is different because he pump fakes and then he spins to look for the fall-away jumper off the pump fake. And then he tries to step through. But Shaman wasn't going for any of it. So Shaman was just standing there. And so he pump faked again. And he spun. And then he tried to step through. But Shaman didn't go anywhere. So he pump faked again. And then he spun. And then he stepped through. And then he was like, damn, it's not working. The pump fake spin not working. I did it 3 times in a row. Shaman's still here. So then he dropped it off to Kevin Porter Jr. And then the ball got knocked out of bounds. Shooting God Basketball YouTube. What's up, Shooting? Can we see the Bucks stats? Got them right here, brother. Got them right here. I'll step out of the way. My bad. If you want to see the full box score, I got you too, brother. These are the full box scores. Cam Thomas yet to come back into the game. He's only played 11 minutes tonight, which I think bodes well for the Knicks. Not like he was playing well. He was 1 for 5 from the field. Shooting said, Lord, they're trash. This is the full box score. You're like, yeah, they're pretty bad. Pretty bad. We were too busy ranting at the halftime. So we didn't look at the team stats. We could look overall. They are shooting 52% from the floor. So not terrible offense from them. They're 14 to 26 from three-point range, shooting 54% from three. The Knicks have taken 12 more shots, though. And they've made 9 more shots. That's part of the reason. They're playing well offensively, but their defense has been bad. The Knicks are shooting 57% from the floor and 57% from three. Their defense has been bad. And their offense has been good. Their defense has been bad, and their turnovers are, I'm sure, is too high. What are the turnovers at? Yeah, 11. They got 11 turnovers to the Knicks 3. So, that's hurting them. All right, here we go. We're back into it. Brunson has it up top. Knicks come out with the same lineup. Brunson, Shamet, Diwara, Robinson, and Bridges. They get it over to Shamet. Shamet driving to his left, gets stripped by Cam Thomas. They're going to say out of bounds off of the Knicks. Kyler Brooks, what's up, Kyler? They need to put Porter back in. They had Porter in. He was not doing anything. Ryan Rollins bringing it down. 98 to 80. They get over to Bobby Portis. Hands it off to Cam Thomas. Swings it over to, who is that? Ousmane Dieng. Now over to Portis. Portis to 3. Got it to go. Bobby Portis has been excellent from three-point range as of late, but overall this season, knocks that one down. Brunson gets it over to Shamet. Shamet back to Brunson. Bucks are trying what looks like a either 3-2 zone or 1-2-2 zone. Shamet to right corner 3, got it to go. The Knicks, with the way they're shooting tonight, I don't know if zone is what I would go to. Usually the way you break a zone is with ball movement and three-point shooting. The way the Knicks are shooting tonight, I don't know if I would go to a zone. Cam Thomas has it on the left wing, attacking Shamet. Fall away baseline jumper. Can't get it to go. Robinson secures the rebound. Quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson bringing it down. Has it up top. In and out dribble. Crossing over on Jang. Swings it over to Diwara. Bullet pass over to Bridges. Bridges attacking to his right. Has it in the lane. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson on the right wing. Coming to his left off a Bridges screen. Pocket pass to Bridges. Gets stolen by Ousmane Dieng. Not a good pass from Brunson. Hit ahead to Jericho Sims, who had to take a dribble in order to gather himself, and dribbled it off his own foot, and it goes out of bounds. That is what happens when you ask Jericho Sims to dribble the basketball. We are approaching the 1 minute mark here. Jeff Brown, what's up, Jeff? What's going on at the end of that Cavs game? Did you win yet? Tell me you won. Brunson has it up top, coming to his left. Pull up 3 for Jalen Brunson. Can't get that one to go. Ryan Rollins secures the rebound. Rollins pushing the pace. Coming to his left off the Sims screen. Steps back, gets it over to Ousmane Dieng for a left wing 3. Wide right, can't get it to go. Barely grazes the rim. Sims secures the rebound. Gets it over to Rollins. Rollins crossing over to his left. Has it at the foul line. Stops, turns, spins, gets it to Portis in the paint, being guarded by Brunson. He gets blocked by Mitchell Robinson on the help. Brunson knocks the rebound over to Diwara, who comes in and snags it. And Mo Diwara bringing it down. Mo up top, coming to his right up a high Robinson screen, snaking it back to his left hand, stops, pulls it out as Jericho Sims switches onto him. A lot of ball handling from Mo here. Mo trying to attack to his right, spins to his left, spins back to his right, knock that down. Can't get it to go, but he draws the foul. Look at Mo Diwara. Look at Mo Diwara taking them off the bounce one-on-one. Talk to me nice, Mo. Talk to me nice. Jeff said 107, 103, 156 left. All right. Let me know when you guys pull that one off, man. Tell me you beat Detroit tonight. Missing 3 starters or whatever you're missing tonight. Jason said Detroit's about to lose. Never say never in those games, those types of scenarios. Mo Diwara knocks down the first free throw. My guy Mo Diwara got his minutes back tonight. He said, I ain't never giving them up again. I ain't never giving them up again. Okay, Hazy, look at Mo drawing fouls. The ball handling, the confidence, the keeping in his hands off the ball denial to keep the dribble alive, to attack. First of all, he hit the double spin move. So he's driving to his right, spins to his left. They cut him off, so he quickly spins back to his right, goes to the right hand, scoop layup, and gets the foul. That's beautiful. That's beautiful basketball right there. The 51st overall pick in the second round in the NBA draft should not be making moves like that in the NBA. Should not happen. Final 10 seconds of the quarter, by the way. My timer's a little behind. Rollins dancing with it against Brunson. Brunson takes the foul. They had a foul to give, so side out of bounds for them. Jason said Cade fouled out. Cade has been in some foul trouble as of late, man. He's been dealing with a ton of foul trouble. Every time we watch them, I feel like he's in foul trouble. Rollins hands it off to Thomas. He's got to heave it up there with the shot clock winding down. It's an air ball, and that will be the end of the quarter. Rollins threw him a grenade. He threw it up there with a left hand, Cam Thomas did. And it's 103-83, 20-point lead for the New York Knicks tonight. Cool. Love it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Jay Hazy said Diwara should have definitely been a first-round pick. I don't know. Nobody knew. Nobody knew what Diwara had. Sometimes guys fall to the second round because it's too risky to take him in the first round. If you take a guy in the first round, it's an automatic 2-2 contract, right? Maybe you should have went higher in the second round for sure, but right now in a redraft, I think teams are like, yeah, we probably should have took that Mo Diwara kid. But I don't even, if the Knicks didn't take him at 51, I don't even think he gets drafted. You know, the Knicks took a little bit of a risk on Mo there. You know, whenever you take a guy in the second round that late in the draft, you're taking a risk on somebody. You're hoping that maybe, at most, they could be a rotational player. But he has made, like we look at his counting stats here, he's got 5, 2, and 2, and he's 1 for 5 from the field. So if you just look at the box score, it's like, yeah, what stood out from Mo Diwara? Like, this is barely anything, right? But watching the games, the way he moves, the confidence he has, like that off the dribble move there, like that's not typical of what you see from guys drafted 51st overall, right? Keep my guy Mo Diwara in the rotation. Mike Brown, don't ever take him out ever again. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that again. Christian Blaze, tie game 109 with the Pistons Cavs. See, I told you, don't count out the Pistons. I told you. Jeff Brunson, we're missing 4 players. Let's take a look at it real quick. We are at the end of the quarter here. Cavs up 109-107, unless Detroit just scored. But Jared Allen, 25. Mobley with 22. You're missing 3 starters. No Mitchell, no Harden, no Strus. Who are you missing off the bench? Who's the 4th guy you're missing? Yak said so much about we can't score. I mean, this team is all about scoring. Like, that is their number one thing. When they don't score, it looks really bad because they need to score, right? That is the way they play. Duran with 25, Cade with 25. He has fouled out. He had 10 boards, 7 assists, 4 turnovers, and the foul out. Not great. All-Star Thompson coming up big, though. 18, 7, and 5 for All-Star Thompson. If this kid gets it going like Amon Thompson has, boy, oh boy, Pistons are cooking with gas. All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter. Knicks with a 20-point lead. Don't allow them to get a... I'm pretty confident in the Knicks' ability to win this game tonight. But don't let the Milwaukee Bucks have a fake comeback on you as to open up the quarter. Nice pocket pass to Bobby Portis for the little floater in the lane to start it off. Don't give them the fake confidence hype. Just end this one, or keep the lead at least. Alvarado has it up top. The Bucks are in what looks like a 3-2 zone. Up top to Alvarado, swings it over to Anunoby, tries to get the extra pass to Diwara, gets kicked out of bounds by Bobby Portis. It'll stay with the Knicks. Foongpae said 40-point quarter. Did the Knicks have a 40-point quarter? I don't think they did, right? Would have been spectacular if they did. They get it into Diwara. Diwara gets it over Alvarado. Alvarado back to Diwara. 3 for Mo. Oh, 3 for Mo, man. I'm trying to tell you about Mo. Some people, not everybody, some people don't listen to me about Mo. I've been calling it since Summer League. Since Summer League. They get it up top to Portis over to Cam Thomas. We can go back and look at the Summer League tape. I got it up on the channel. We covered the Summer League games. I was calling for Mo Diwara. I said it then. This kid's going to find himself as a part of the rotation, but I was too conservative. I said maybe not a part of the regular rotation, but he will play regular rotation minutes at some point because of injury. Now, he's a part of the regular rotation. Mo Diwara down the lane, can't get the lefty layup to go, but he does draw the foul. My guy Mo creating off the dribble, knocking down threes, keep Jeremy Sochan glued to the bench. Don't ever think about taking my guy, Mo Diwara, out of the lineup ever again. That dog catcher, what's up, dog catcher? Tell me Mo. Tell me Mo. Crane said, get right game as I thought. It definitely felt like a get right game. Mo Diwara knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. I forgot to give, scored the other basket. Who was it? Who scored the other? I can't even think about it. It is 107, though. And Mo hit that free throw. And he knocks down the other free throw. Oh, he hit the 3. I forgot to give him the 3. I forgot to give Mo Diwara the 3. Look at me being selfish, not giving Mo his 3. It's up to 23. Speaking of, Cam Thomas gets it to Bobby Portis. Gets it over to Ryan Rollins. Ryan Rollins gets it over to Bobby Portis in the post, being guarded by Anunoby. Faces up, fall away midi. Got it to go for Bobby. Big Bobby. Bobby Portis. Alvarado bringing it down. Crossing over to his right. Gets it over to Towns. Towns back to Alvarado. Alvarado pulls it out. Crossing over to his left off the Towns screen. Sninging it back to his right hand. Pocket pass to Towns. Kicks it out to Bridges. A wild pass. But a foul is called on Towns in the paint. Towns can't believe the foul call. Like, now you give me the foul call? Christian Blaze said Mo Diwara cooked the Celtics for 10 points in like 15 minutes off the bench last time. Didn't know who he was until the last Celtics-Knicks game. I've been calling for him since Summer League. And again, I was too conservative. If you go back and look at the summer, Anunoby fires up a 3. Got it to go. OG, my goodness, off the inbound. Contested. Over 2 defenders got it to go. OG Anunoby may be getting right offensively here tonight as well. 24 points, 8 for 10 from the floor. That would go a long way. Ryan Rollins can't respond with a 3, but the long rebound goes past Mo Diwara to Ousmane Dieng. Got to grab those, Mo. Step back 3 for Ousmane Dieng. In and out, can't get it to stay. Towns with the rebound. Here comes Alvarado. Alvarado coming to his left off the Diwara screen. Towns. Cross-court pass to Anunoby. Jab step, inside pass to Towns. Middle of the lane, lefty layup. Can't get the layup to go. Good contest from Jericho Sims. Good verticality, no foul call. Rollins bringing it down. Tries to get it inside the Towns. Ball got knocked loose. And they're going to give it to the Knicks. They're going to say it's off in Milwaukee. Andres Villanueva Jr. with the Andres. We got this. Let's go, Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 9:30 to go. I'm doing a bad job with my time management today. Mo Diwara on the left wing over to Towns. Swings through to his right down the lane. Loses the ball on the way up. Can't throw it down. Play the clown music a little bit on that one. And then Cam Thomas draws the foul on OG Anunoby and one as he gets the layup of the go. So we'll go to the foul line for one more. 111-89 now. David Emsem should have picked up another big instead of Sochan. Here's the thing, David. Sochan, low-key another big. He's just a small ball big, which is a different look than what the Knicks have. D. Grant said, what happened to Huck? He's still in the doghouse or the G League. He gets minutes whenever Mitchell Robinson doesn't play on the second night or first night of a back-to-back. Misses one of those games, and he plays. And honestly, has not been very, very impressive this season, so he's not a part of the regular rotation. Alvarado down the lane, kicks out the Bridges. Bridges driving to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Got it to go from McHale. Cam Thomas did knock down his free throw. So it's 113-90, 23-point lead for the Knicks. They get over to Portis. Bridges jumps the passing lane, another steal. Hit head to Alvarado. He's going to get the easy layup. Alvarado up to 7 points. Bridges up to 8. Timeout for the Milwaukee Bucks. 8:49 to go. Anunoby up to 24. Towns still with 12. Bridges up to 8. Diwara, my guy Diwara in double figures. He's up to 10. They also took a rebound away from him. How dare they do that? 10-1-2 from Mo Diwara tonight. I think he's been spectacular. The things he provides to the team, again, I don't mean to just gas up everything the kid does. I've been critical of him tonight as well, especially towards the latter portion of his first half stint. Wasn't great. But overall, I think he's been super impactful in the game. Great. He's been great. He's been phenomenal. Everything we could have want from the rookie. It's been great. Fung Pei said, I also want bigs to set screens for cats. That would be nice. It would be a nice wrinkle for them to try and go and utilize, but they don't, and they haven't utilized it almost at all since Karl Anthony Towns has come to the Knicks, whether it was Tom Thibodeau or Mike Brown here. Looks like the Cavs are going to pull it out. 112-109. Should we put that game up on the other screen over here? Let's put that game. Let's not do that. Let's actually pull the game up for the final. What is it? 30 seconds. I'm putting it up on the second screen over here. We'll keep an eye on it. Joe's dad said, OG 24 stat padding. A little bit of stat padding going on for sure. Looks like Detroit is asking to use a challenge here. Cleveland's still up by 3. He's using the challenge. Schroeder was driving it down to the rim. Schroeder got the layup to go. Oh, that's just something else. Here's Dennis Jenkins driving it in on Mobley. Can't get the layup to go. Ball knocked out of bounds. I think they were looking to give it to the Cavs, and I think the Pistons are challenging. David Osh Jr. said, "Where them Pistons trolls?" The trolls only like to come out when they win against shorthanded teams, not when they lose against shorthanded teams. Joseph said, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. All right, here we go. Final, about 9 minutes to go here. Some Jen said, yeah, ask the Lakers. Lakers fans been real quiet, especially with that DeAndre Jordan story coming out. Kevin Porter Jr. back in, coming to his right, being guarded by Bridges. Inside pass to Portis. Portis being guarded by Josh Hart. Backing him down. Stop, turn, spin, throws up the lefty hook, looking for a foul call, doesn't get it, and it's out of bounds off of Portis. King Free, what's up, King Free? Towns should have 30. I mean, all you want is the guys to play well. Josh Hart can't get the layup to go. Towns the offensive rebound. They swing it over to Bridges. Bridges crossing over to his left. One-legged fall-away jumper over Jericho Sims. Got it to go for Mikal Bridges. High arcing shot over Sims. Kevin Porter Jr. in the lane, kicks it out to Kuzma. Kuzma attacking to his left on Diwara. Stop, pump fake. Spins, kicks it out to Portis. Portis the wide open left wing three. In and out, can't get it to stay. Towns secures the rebound. Quick outlet to Alvarado. Alvarado bringing it down. Karl-Anthony Towns tonight, 12 and 11. Usual brand of dominant rebounding to get it into Towns. Towns backing down Sims. Backing him down. Backing him down. Backing him down. Drop step hook shot. Can't get it to go. Gets his own offensive rebound. Loses the ball on the way up again, and then it's out of bounds going back to the Bucks. Karl-Anthony Towns might have 30 tonight if he stopped losing the ball on the way up. That's the second or third time he's done that so far tonight. Detroit went for the early two, so it's 112-111 with 13 seconds to go. Then Cavs get the ball back. I'm sure Detroit will play the foul game here. Porter Jr. has it up top. Diwara switches onto him. He's driving to his left. They kick it out to A.J. Green. A.J. Green blows past Bridges in the lane. Kicks it out to Kuzma. Kuzma, the straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Towns another rebound. Over to Alvarado. Alvarado will walk it down. 7:15 to go. My timer's ahead now. They get over to Towns. Pump fake. Driving to his right. Down the lane. Loses the ball again. And it's going to be Milwaukee ball. Another turnover for Karl-Anthony Towns. Trying to force it a little bit too much now. Forcing it too much. Raymond said, I saw the Pistons bugging the Spurs. The film was vicious the way the Pistons play. Yeah, they set the tone defensively. And that's the tone the rest of the game takes. Porter Jr. up top, attacking to his left. One-legged fall-away jumper, way off, can't get it to go. Town snags yet another rebound. My goodness, he's up to 13 now. They hand it off to Alvarado. Alvarado on the left wing. Coming to his right up the Town screen. Driving it down, swings it out to Diwara. Diwara on the right wing, back to Alvarado. Alvarado up top. He'll fire up the deep three. Can't get it to go. Town snags the offensive rebound and gets the putback, Big Cat. Yes, sir. There you go. Go get it off the glass then. Go get it off the glass then. They get it out to A.J. Green. Spins, gets it out to KPJ. KPJ over to Turner. Turner hands it off to Green. Over to Rollins. Another three. Rollins can't get it to go. Diwara with the rebound. 119-190. Got to update the score. Towns walks into a three. Towns knocks down the three. 5 quick points for Karl-Anthony Towns. Yes, sir. And another timeout is called as the lead has ballooned up to 32. With 6 minutes to go. 5 quick points for Karl-Anthony Towns. Forces the timeout. He's up to 17. 122-90. 32-point lead for the Knicks. This one's all but over but the score. They are playing the foul game. Craig Porter Jr. is at the foul line. He knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. Captain Massive said, I had to step out of the room. Cleveland won, it looks like. We got it up over on the other monitor. It's a 2-point game, 113-111. 11 seconds to go. Craig Porter Jr. is at the foul line for one more. It would put him up by 3. So Detroit not out of it yet. He misses it. Battle for the rebound, but Jalen Tyson ends up with it. And the ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Cavs. And that'll effectively end the game there with that rebound. Woof. Woof. Jalen Tyson. Who is that? Tobias Harris and Jalen Duren. Just out-rebounded both of those guys. Yeah, and out-rebounded by the 6'7" wing. Jalen Duren and Tobias Harris. Again, out-hustled to it. Not a great look. Craig Porter Jr. got to get it in, though. They get it into Mobley. Mobley's immediately fouled. So Mobley's going to the foul line. He hasn't taken any free throws so far tonight, and he's 64% from the line. Game and Tech. What's up, Game and Tech? Mikal Bridges is overrated. Depends on how you rate him. I think I rate him just right. So to me, he's not overrated because I don't have too high expectations for him. Nick Yak said hitting our threes was great to see. It is a huge part of the Knicks team. And it was absolutely great to see. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mobley, he missed the first one. He does knock down the second one. That just puts them up by 3. They have no timeouts to go. They get over to Dennis Jenkins. They foul. I don't know what the call is because I don't have the audio up. That should be 3 free throws for Dennis Jenkins. He is in the shooting motion. Jalen Tyson fouls him. He's trying to foul him, obviously, to send him to the foul line for 2. That should be 3 free throws. I don't know if they gave him 2 or 3 because, again, I don't have the audio on, but... Here we go. We're back into our game, though. And both teams waving the white flag a little bit here, with the game likely being over. Gary Trent Jr. not in the rotation anymore, by the way, who's in now. But yeah, we have Huck Porty, we have Alvarado, we have Clarkson in the game, we have Josh Hart still in the game. Get Josh Hart out of there. But the Bucks, they have Pete Nance in there. They got Gary Harris. They got Gary Trent Jr. Now Josh Hart comes out of the game. This is who the Knicks have. They have Jeremy Sochan. They have Mo, my guy Mo. Huck Porty, Clarkson, and Alvarado still out there. Get Jose Alvarado out there. Get my man Tyler Kolek in there. Come on. Get TK in there. Alvarado throws it away. Andre Jackson tries to go for the highlight reel dunk. Doesn't get it. Alvarado picks up the loose ball. Gets it over to Clarkson. Clarkson to pull up 3. Can't get it to go. He knocks down all 3. They did give him 3 free throws. Terrible foul by Tyson. And this is going to go to overtime. My goodness. Schroeder driving it down at the end of the game here. Loses the ball on the way up. No foul call. And they got overtime. They got overtime. What an absolutely dumb foul by Tyson. Smart heads-up play by Dennis Jenkins to rise up and shoot it. Smart right call by the refs, too. Tyson seemingly saved the game with the rebound. And then literally led Detroit back in by fouling him. Dumb decision by Tyson. I'm happy that those foul intentionally instead of guarding straight up to who are you afraid of knocking down that 3? Just play it straight up. Just play it straight up. If they hit the 3, whatever. But why put yourself in a position where you could possibly foul him in that situation like that and Dennis Jenkins goes to the foul line for 3 easy free throws rather than just guarding him straight up? Who are you afraid of to make the 3? Detroit is a terrible 3-point shooting team. Just stay connected to Duncan Robinson. And, are you confident in Dennis Jenkins knocking down a pull-up 3 with the game on the line to tie it up? No, you're not confident in that. Just guard it straight up. Tell them, shoot the pull-up 3 off the dribble. There's not enough time. And if they tie it and you go to overtime, they tie it and you go to overtime. Game and Text said, I like your hat. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. We do finally have Tyler Kolek in the game. The Knicks turn it over yet again. It's 122-92. Diwara fouls. Who is that? Thanasis? Thanasis is in the game. We do have an Antetokounmpo sighting. It just happens to be Thanasis on Antetokounmpo. Kay Hazy said, crazy to see Clarkson and Sochan in garbage time? Not crazy at all. It's absolutely the way it should be. I was calling for this 30 games ago. In terms of Clarkson. I was calling for this when McBride was out with the injury and Shaman was out with the injury, and we were getting Jordan Clarkson and Tyler Kolek minutes. I was like, just give all the minutes to Kolek. Don't split him up. Captain Master said, I'd be shaking like a leaf. In that situation, to get the pull-up 3 to win it, to tie it up and send it overtime, for sure. For sure. Mo Diwara swings it out to Sochan. Sohan's pass gets knocked out of bounds. Hubian said they brought out their secret weapon with Thanasis. Trey Jemison getting into the game. Who's coming out? Mo? Yeah. Get Mo out of there. See, Mo part of the regular rotation. He can't be out there in garbage time. Get my guy Mo out of there. That's crazy. That's crazy. To be elevated out of garbage time? Mo Diwara elevated out of garbage time. We don't even get Mo Diwara garbage time any minutes because he's a part of the regular rotation. And that's how it should stay. Love it. Love it. Clarkson got a heave it with the shot clock winding down, dribbled it off his own foot. Judges that said these teams are tired, I assume? Which teams? Talking about Cleveland, Detroit. They got 5 more minutes of basketball to go. We have 4 minutes of basketball to go here. On any other night, I don't know when they got 93 points, but they got 93 points. On any other night, we'd probably end this stream early. But on a night like tonight, as Gary Trent Jr. knocks down the floater, on a night like tonight, where we're covering our New York Knicks, we cover every single second, no matter how big the blowout is. We're going to enjoy it all the way to the very end. Henrik Huckleberry, what's up, Henrik? I'm very happy the Knicks won tonight. Yes, sir. Sochan, a 3, right corner, can't get it to go. Trey Jemison, the rebound, though. Gets it back to Sochan for the 2-handed slam. There you go, Jeremy Sochan. There you go. He's a smart, intuitive off-ball cutter. And there you go. They snagged the offensive rebound. He cut to the rim. He got the dunk. Andre Jackson being guarded by Sochan. They get over to Pete Nance. I like Pete Nance. We watched the Pete Nance great game that he played where right before the All-Star break. They played the Thunder, and we watched that game, Milwaukee versus the Thunder, where both teams had a bunch of starters out. And we had a fun time watching it. The Bucks ended up winning. Pete Nance went crazy in that game. He had a couple of really nice baskets. Really nice performance. Detroit's up by 2, 116-114. If Cleveland ends up losing this, that'd be a terrible outcome for tonight's game. Should be a great victory for them, and instead, it's going to end up being a disappointing loss. Beautiful pass from Sam Merrill. Craig Porter Jr. misses the layup. Come on, Craig Porter Jr. He missed the free throws, too. They swing it out. Andre Jackson down the lane. Kicks it out. A 3 by Thanasis. Can't get it to go. Here comes TK. TK hit a free throw earlier. Tried to throw the home run pass to Sochan. Sochan can't handle the pass. Wasn't a great pass. Over the top of his fingertips. It is 127.95, by the way, off that 3 from Kolek. Pull-up 3 for Sam Merrill. Can't get it to go. And it's 118-114, and it's looking like Detroit's going to steal this one here tonight against Cleveland. Against Cleveland backups. Namar, what's up, Namar? I can't wait to play the Spurs on March 1st. Yes, our next game is against the Spurs. Great, right? Great game. Great litmus test for the Knicks. The games don't stop coming, man. They don't stop coming. We got under 2 minutes to go now. Final 2 minutes to go, 127-195. Knicks have 2 minutes to go to keep Milwaukee under 100. Joseph said Cleveland, so they did it to themselves. They did. They did. Scomberg said, regardless of the outcome, Detroit lost this game. No Mitchell, no Harden. And the game is in overtime. That is disheartening. I mean, a win is a win. You walk away with whatever win you can snag, obviously, right? Yeah, you're definitely not more encouraged in your matchup against Cleveland come playoff time. I would be not afraid, but I think Cleveland might be the worst matchup for Detroit come playoff time. I think it's probably Cleveland, then Boston. Who else? I think the Knicks are... I think they would love a matchup in the playoffs against the Knicks. But the other ones, I'm not so sure. AP said Spurs is a must-win. Yeah, I mean, it's a must-win for the fan base for sure. Must-win for some morale. You know, gotta get it for some morale. It's 117-120, by the way, with 2:30 to go. Clarkson gets it over to Sochan, a right corner 3 for Sochan. He can't get it to go. Keep firing them up there, Sochan. It looks ugly. It looks ugly. But you'll never be a part of this rotation unless you can hit a corner 3 at least. Andre Jackson throws up an air ball. David Osh Jr. said, must win for Sochan. True. We could get the Jeremy Sochan boost in that game. We could. And as you can see, the game has officially come to an end. It has been a blowout, so it's not a spoiler. Game is over. It's going to end 127-98. Neither team's going to score the remainder of the game. That's fine. We're good with that. Sharon McLean, what's up, Sharon? Howdy, everyone. Watching and working, as usual. Shout out to you, Sharon. Shout out to you. It's 119-120 now. Under 2 to go in this Cavs-Pistons game. Gary Trent Jr. launches a 3, can't get it to go. Hook Porty with the rebound. We already know the outcome. Neither team is going to score. So we're good on that. Grizzlies against the Mavs. Grizzlies just blowing out the Dallas Mavericks. Is Cooper Flag out? If Cooper Flag is out, Con Knippel is going to win Rookie of the Year. With no competition, really. Yeah, Flag is out. he's not going to hit 65 games played. So he's not going to end up with 65 games played. So he's going to be ineligible for the awards anyway. Antetokounmpo's going to win it. The Celtics blew out the Nets, to be expected. The Knicks blew out the Bucks, to be expected. The Celtics put up 148 points. My goodness. Denver up early here against the Thunder. The Thunder are missing a bunch of players, but we did see the Thunder compete and ultimately beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. So D. Grant said Knicks got to figure out the Pistons. They do. Joseph said Grant, they'll win in the playoffs. I mean, we hope so, right? We hope so. We hope so come playoff time that it's a different kind of matchup. But some of the biggest issues that I have with some Knicks fans who are very dismissive over the regular season loss of the Knicks against the Pistons is like, oh yeah, but we beat them in the playoffs last year. That's a different Pistons team, right? They're older, more confident, better all around. They have 2 All-Stars this year, right, that they didn't have last year. Duren was not this level of player that he was last year. So it's just going to be a different matchup. It's going to be a completely different matchup. Hubian said Khan definitely deserves it. He'll be deserving of it for sure. He'll for sure be deserving of it. I don't want it to come off as if he's not deserving of it. But I do think if Cooper Flag plays 65 or more games, that I would have probably given it to Flag. But Flag's not going to hit that minimum. So it's not even going to come down to a conversation. It would definitely have been a conversation. Pistons turned it over. We might as well stay live for the final minute and a half here of this game. Right? We might as well stay live. I'm going to stay live until the end of this Pistons-Cleveland game. So the Knicks' upcoming schedule, they have San Antonio on Sunday at 1 p.m. game. Remember that, 1 p.m. game on Sunday. Tuesday, they have the Toronto Raptors. Wednesday, they have the Oklahoma City Thunder. Expect everybody to be back for that Thunder game at MSG because of course, that is how that works. And then they go on a West Coast road trip. They got Denver, they got the Lakers, they got the Clippers, they got the Jazz, and then they on the road again against the Pacers, and then they finally come back home. But a tough schedule ahead. A very tough schedule ahead. They only have one home game, and it's against the Thunders over the next 2 weeks here. So there's that. Cleveland did not score. It's 120-119 with 120 to go. But they do pick the pocket. Who is that? Sasser? Down the lane. Dennis Jenkins comes up with a block, but he gets fouled. And that's Craig Porter Jr. going to the foul line for 2. Joseph said, I can't with you. You're too funny. What did I say? What did I say? It was funny. Oh, to Austin. Appreciate you. Eamon always appreciate you. Avi said Detroit is better than us. You are what your record says you are. Can't disagree. Joe said, you saw last season, the Knicks were terrible in the regular season, but when the playoffs came, you saw how that went. That was last season. This is a completely different season. There was also extenuating circumstances surrounding their playoff run. Their playoff run that helped them. Right? That does not mean that, luck was on their side. Shooting variance luck was on their side in that series against the Celtics. Like, will it be on their side against Detroit? Will it end up hurting them as they're a little bit more reliant on the three-point shot this year than they were last year? So, David Hodge Jr. said Edgecombe should get votes. He'll get votes. Khan will get a lot of votes. If Flag is eligible, he'll get a lot of votes. Who else will get votes? Some other guys will get votes. It's an extremely deep class. DeAndre, fire that grill up. Yes, sir. Angel A1 Roman. Appreciate you, Angel. Nick Yak said Detroit knows how to finish games. Yes, they do. They are very good in close games this season. Very good in close games. Here tonight, finding ways to pull this one out. I think Detroit did use their challenge. So, like I said, there's a minute left in this game. It's an overtime. We might as well stick to the end, just to see it. We can continue going around the league, though. Denver and Thunder tipped off, like we said. They were in the second quarter, 35-23. Denver's coming off a great game they played against the Celtics, so they got their good win there. Looking for another good win here against the Thunder. And then the Knicks Bucks was the other game we watched. So we've gone pretty much around the league. Not a big slate. Tomorrow, usually we take off 1 day during the weekend, but the Knicks playing on Sunday seems very logical. We should take off on Saturday, but if there's a good enough game, we'll stick around. So let's see what the slate has. Got Rockets Heat at 3:30, Raptors Wizards, got Lakers Warriors, ABC 8:30 game. I'm good on that. Got Pelicans Jazz. So not a great slate tomorrow anyway, so we'll take tomorrow off. No stream tomorrow, but we'll be back on Sunday. Knicks with a 1 o'clock game against the Spurs. Then you got Cavs Nets. Not really. Bucks Bulls. Not really. Got Timberwolves Nuggets. Hold on. We're gonna do the doubleheader. I'm telling you right now, we're doing the doubleheader on Sunday. Timberwolves Nuggets. 3:30 right after the Knicks game at 1. So we got one ABC game leading into the next ABC game. What's the late game? Got Pistons Magic. 76ers Celtics. We might do the triple header. Hold on. We might have a Sunday night of basketball. Those are some 3 quality games right there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. No way. Scomberg said, my only critique on Detroit is their turnover ratio and playoff inexperience. They're a great team, but playoffs are way different. Absolutely. The pace, the feel can wreck young teams regardless. Yeah, I mean, they played the Knicks last year, and the Knicks barely squeaked by. So, you know, they'll be much better this year. They'll win the first-round matchup, whoever the 8 ends up being. It's going to come down to who they play in the second round, and then obviously in the conference finals, if they make it that far. Matchups will play a big role in how far they go. I'm sure they would love to play the Knicks and would not really want to play the Celtics and definitely don't want to play the Cavs, I think. I think the Cavs have had their number this year so far. Finally, they've come to a decision. Again, I don't have the volume on, so I don't know what they're saying. We'll see when they come out of it. Foongpei said, all right, Chevy and crew, thanks for another Knicks win. Appreciate you, Foongpei. Appreciate you. So we're not going to be live tomorrow, but rest up, everybody. I will be resting up. I got a work day tomorrow, so it is what it is. It'll work out. Anyway, no real good games on tomorrow anyway, but that's because they saved them all for Sunday. We will try and do the triple header for Sunday. Now I'm looking forward to it. David Osh Jr. said, Tatum coming back? We'll see. He's doing the 5-on-5 drills, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Wow, they did say no foul. They get it into Jenkins, pushing it, kicks it in the corner to Harris. Gets it up top to Thompson. Harris wants it in the post against Tyson. Backing him down, steps through, fall-away jumper in the paint, comes up short. Merrill battling for the rebound, but knocked out of bounds by Duran. Raymond said Knicks don't play well early. Hasn't been the case as of late for sure. Namar said, let's do Celtics 76ers. We are going to do Celtics 76ers. We're going to do all 3 of them. Namar. Got the Knicks at 1. Then we have the Timberwolves Nuggets at 3:30. And then we're going to have Celtics 76ers at 8. We got the triple header going. The Cavs did not score. Harris has it. Fall away baseline jumper. Got to go for Tobias Harris. And the Detroit Pistons are up by 3. 122-119. And it looks like Detroit's going to steal this one here. Cleveland could not close it out. Ian Parkins. Appreciate you, Ian. Appreciate you. David Osh Jr. said triple-double, 3 different games. Well, the Knicks game will end and go right into the Timberwolves Nuggets, so we're not going to change between that. But we'll definitely change between Timberwolves Nuggets and the start of 76ers Celtics at 8. So that will happen. Yeah, we'll cover all 3 national TV games on Sunday. It's going to be a fun night of basketball. Three really good games. 3 really good nationally covered games. Let's go back here. Raymond said, okay, time to get snacks for Sunday. Yeah, we're going to be live all day, baby. All day. The triple header. The triple header is on deck. Yeah, it looks like the Pistons are going to squeak it out unless Cleveland finds a way to knock it down to 3. If they knock down to 3, and this goes into double overtime, we are logging off for the night. We will not stick around for the end of that. TT in the morning. What's up, TT? What are your thoughts on how the Knicks match up against the Spurs for Sunday? I mean, we've already seen two matchups with the Knicks, between the Knicks and the Spurs, right? We saw it on New Year's Eve, and we saw it for the NBA Cup game. So this will be the third matchup between them. The Knicks match up decently well against them. Mitchell Robinson dominated the first game in the NBA Cup. We know Wembanyama can struggle a little bit with physicality, so the Knicks are going to have to be very physical with him. Brunson can struggle a little bit. Sam Merrill shoots the three, can't get it to go. He tried to draw the foul, he doesn't get the foul, and it looks like that one's going to be over. That's going to be over. So with that's going to end it. Gigi said, I needed OG to score 4 points today and 25 points against the Spurs and not the other way around. Well, if he scores 25 points against the Spurs, then he did his job, right? He scored 25 in both games. I don't need him to score 4 points today. I need him to score 25 points regularly. Simon Joss said, do you ever need a bathroom break? What you guys don't know is I wear a diaper under the clothes. No, that's not true. No, it's also why over the years I've gotten very good at my water intake. I used to chug water. One, to obviously make sure I don't, burn my throat out and lose my voice. But I've controlled my water intake, because if I burn through both of my waters that I usually bring for the stream right away, then that's when I'm like, oh man, I got to take a bathroom break. But no, I do a really good job. I think I do a really good job of maintaining my water intake so that we could stay live through the whole time. But as soon as the stream ends, I'm immediately going to the bathroom. Mobley fires it up, and that's going to end it. And Detroit's going to steal it. David Osh Jr. said, if we beat the Spurs and OKC in 1 week, now we talking. Yeah. Expect that OKC game to be very difficult. Expect a bunch of guys to return back for that next game. It is in Madison Square Garden, so expect SGA to return. All of that. All of that will happen for sure. George Jordan, appreciate you, George. Thanks for another Knicks win, working on that championship trophy. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. Well, that's going to end our show here for tonight. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me all the way through to the end, even as we just talked a little bit down the stretch of this Cavs-Pistons game. The Pistons sneak off that victory there. But I thank you guys for hanging out with me. It was a nice, solid, quality win for the Knicks. They went up early. They never looked back. There was never a fake comeback on the way. They handled business. They took care of business against an inferior team. Now, hopefully, as the schedule gets tougher here, they don't really have any easy games coming up. So they're going to have to handle business against a lot of really good teams, starting with the San Antonio Spurs on Sunday. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Shout out to all of the channel members, whether you decided to become a member on your own volition or you were gifted a membership. I appreciate all of the support you guys give. Thank you guys for hanging out with me here tonight. Shout out to all of the super chatters, my guy Niall Dimitri. Very generous of you, brother. Appreciate you for that. And we'll be back. We'll be back. No stream tomorrow, but we'll be back on Sunday. So thank you guys. But I'm going to make up for it. No stream tomorrow, but I'm going to make up for it. We got 3 streams right now planned for Sunday. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. And again, remember to brush teeth before bed. Stay hydrated. And I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, everybody. Bye.